Hello, 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 hello. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know in the stream chat if you can hear me. It is a random show with your host Agostino Zinga, and this is episode number 280. This is 280 of the random show with your host Agostino Zinga, and I hope you're doing well wherever this live stream may find you. I hope you are doing swimmingly. I really do. We're back. In case anybody's wondering, in case anybody that's tuned in now is wondering what's up with the title of the show, please make this a note or keep an eye on this or whatever. Make a note of this, what I'm going to say. This is the last random show on this particular channel. Random show will now be moving to its own dedicated channel, which I've always had. I mostly set it up to do clips, but now I'm going to do it separately. Since I've been demonetized, I might as well just split things up anyway and make things nice and smooth. So if you want to check out most of my random show topics, which for the most part, the random show will be mostly comedy stuff and other knickknacks and stuff and funny things happen in culture and other podcasting news. So all of that will be found on a specific random show channel, which is at Random Show AZ. The link is in the description down below. If you're not aware of what the link is in the description down below. It's at Random Show AZ on YouTube, but the link is in the description. The link is in the description, and I'm going to put it in the chat one more time in case you guys haven't flipping got it. All right. So after this particular episode, all episodes of the Random Show will be on the Random Show channel. None will be here. I'm a little bit of a stickler for numbers and stuff, so I wanted to make sure, you know, the numbers are round and stuff. So 280 is a good number to end it with, and then we'll start the new channel on 281. Okay, going forward. So all random show episodes, all random show streams, all random show clips from this podcast or from the next podcast onwards will be on the Random Show channel. All the clips from this particular run will still be on here, but then we'll transition it, so we'll have it split. So if you want to check out Taz, you can stay on here. If you want to check out Random Show, you can go there. If you want to check out both, subscribe to both. It's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. And I think across the board as well, if and when I ever do get monetized again, I think what I'll do going forward, because I'm quite enjoying the Patreon stuff actually, and I'm quite enjoying that it's like a on its own platform. I think what I'm going to be doing going forward, if and when I do ever get back onto the monetization thing, I think I'm just going to make the Patreon the subscription thing. So there won't be any subs on the on Taz or on Random Show, just to make it easy. You know what I mean? So if you want to see like behind the scenes, or you want to see fucking extra content that I can't put on YouTube because it's copyrighted content, it might get struck down, I'll just put it all on Patreon just to make it easy. Because I feel like, you know, it's unfair making people fucking sub to the Patreon, then sub to the YouTube channel, then sub to the Kick. It's just too much subbing. Everyone's subbing, all the subs are all everywhere. So we're just going to keep it nice and smooth, nice and simple. All the subs, if you want to go on that thing, all the paywall content will be on Patreon, and all the other stuff will be on here, which will mostly be the streams and the videos. And then I think what I'm going to do going forward as well on this Random Show channel, I'm going to try and mix in some, like, you know, quote unquote, like edited content. I'm going to try to do some videos and stuff. I've got a few ideas I'm running through, so I'm going to try and do that on here. Just some cool stuff in it, just some, you know, fresh stuff to kind of mix things up a bit and see what I want. But yeah, Taz will be on here. So the number one cultural commentary podcast in the world will be on here. For your fashion, techno, streetwear, all of that malarkey will be on here. But if you want all the comedy shit, subscribe to flipping the Random Show channel. The link is in the description at Random Show AZ. Check it out. That'll be much appreciated. Also, just to make you aware, I have uploaded a new episode of the Patreon. Is Joe Rogan Funny? Part 5 is out already. Subscribe to the Patreon to also have access to it, where I do a reaction to Joe Rogan's 2006 comedy special, Joe Rogan Live. It might be the best one so far. It might be the best one so far. I know some of you guys are not convinced by this whole Rogan thing, and you still think he's not funny and he was never funny. But I swear to you, this might be the best one he's ever done. Allegedly, the one after this is also pretty good. The one after the 2006 one, but this might be the best one, so check it out if you're that way inclined. If you don't want to check it out, I understand, but subscribe to the Patreon. Link is in the description. Patreon.com/Agostino. You can subscribe on there. All good, all flipping good. Okay, dirty plugs out of the way. What you guys saying? I just got back from the gym. I'm a bit annoyed about on my shirt. It's a pretty nice shirt. It's from like Post Action Faction PAF. It's a pretty decent streetwear brand, but unfortunately, when I put it in the wash, look at the neck hole. The neck hole went crazy. So it's a pretty expensive shirt actually, but unfortunately the neck hole is all crazy and I look mad. I look like I had an argument with a girl and she pulled my, you know what I mean? Come back here, you cunt, you know? My neck hole is all over the place, so I'm a little bit self-conscious of my neck hole. I feel a little bit exposed, you know? So if you see me covering my neck, and you see me looking all demure, right? As everyone keeps saying. If you see me looking all timid, if you see me looking all shy, right? If you see me kind of covering my neck, that's why, because I feel exposed, you know? I'm like a girl with a big cleavage and I'm conscious about people looking at it. I'm like, please, don't look at my cleavage, please. But yeah, big up everybody. Appreciate all of you for tuning in. Appreciate all of you for hanging in there with me. I honestly do. Today's show, we're going to go over Shorb Show. We're going to go over the latest Shorb Show, his response to Strickland, his response to Dragos Du Plessis. We're going to go over a little bit of Two Bears, One Cave. We're going to go over a little bit of Tuesdays with Stories. We're going to do a little bit of T-Fat-K Reddit, see if there's any new posts on there. And then we're going to do some other things as well. But that's basically it for the most part. So we're going to run through those topics, run through those things, have a good ha-ha he-he. Of course, if you're watching the content and you like what you see what you like, make sure you like the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. Like the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated. I'll really appreciate that. And of course, if anybody else comes in the stream chat wondering Wagwan with the title, please let them know if you can, so I don't have to repeat myself a million times and you guys don't get annoyed. If you guys in the stream chat who are here, anybody asks about the new channel, just let them know Wagwan. The link is in the description for the new channel. They can subscribe on there for the random show stuff, so please let them know. And that's about it, basically. Let's roll into the show. First things first. I'm fascinated, right? I'm really fascinated how in hip-hop, some of the biggest commentators or some of the biggest media platforms are run by like legit dorks. And I find it funny because hip-hop in general is sort of like got this reputation or this image of like, you know, gangsters and really cool guys, right? Like really cool people, suave people, dangerous people, whatever. But they're kind of the person that, you know, every guy would kind of want to be and every girl would kind of want to be with. That's sort of like the stereotype of what like a rapper is on artist is. So I find it funny that the media figures in hip hop are very misogynistic, are very shallow, a very kind of like, you know, toxic masculinity drenched industry is run by guys who like would have got bullied in high school, who probably did get bullied in high school, but they are running laps around everybody. They're killing the game. You think of academics, you think of Vlad, a few other people out there, like legit dorks, legit lames, but they're killing it in hip hop. The other person that fascinates me the most, you know who it is? It's Flacco from No Jumper. I cannot understand how this exists. How this specimen is like someone quite noteworthy in the West Coast, especially covering certain like hip hop artists, certain gang politics stuff, to the point where people actually like, you know, hang on his every word. He's built himself a really good channel. He gets crazy amounts of views. He's got a really good following. His community is really locked in and clocked in with him. But the funny thing about Flacco, not only does he look the way that he looks, right? That build is just insane. It's also he's got an incredibly aggressive stutter. Not like, you know, repeating the odd word here and there. Aggressive to the point where his face contorts. He does this whole like scrunch up thing where his lips like scrunch up into like a bussy or something. or like he's sucking on a lemon. Crazy. And you think to yourself like, and he's also incredibly talkative. He doesn't shut the fuck up. He's always got a hot take to share, but his stutter is aggressive and he looks the way that he looks. I find that pretty impressive because I know if that was me and I looked like this and I sounded like that, I would never talk. I'd just be writing stuff on a yellow notepad like that girl in flipping The Boys. I would never speak. I'd be so self-conscious about how I sounded, how I looked on camera. I wouldn't want to do that. I'd probably want to go work on myself, get my, go to a speech therapist and something and get the stutter under control. I might want to lose 100 pounds, maybe 400 pounds, whatever. But Flacco just lets it hang out. He turns up on his pod wearing like fat boy skinny jeans, looking rotund, having that weird physique and shit. I'm sure there's something wrong with him as well, by the way, because he's got like his legs look like they fill up with like fluid or something. I'm sure there's something wrong with him like medically. So I'm not going to be too mean about it, but I just find it fascinating. And I wonder if that's like I wonder if the people who run hip hop looking the way they do, I wonder if that's less of an exception and more of a rule. Maybe all the rappers are also dorks, but they're just able to like put a better like, vinyl rap on it. Maybe that's the case. Maybe actually all the actual rappers, apart from the gangsters, are actual dorks. So it's not that dissimilar, Or maybe all the fan base are like Flaccos. Maybe all the rap fan base, maybe all the hip hop fan bases out there, or, from different fans and stuff, look the way Flacco does. Maybe that's the case. Either way, I saw this picture and I was just like, God damn it, bro. This guy is like, He's a very unique and interestingly assembled specimen, That's just what I wanted to say. Nothing more to add there. No further insight. Just like, look at that build. Like, how? And why would you dress like that if you were that size, Just wear stuff that kind of fit properly, or that at least complement your shape or lack thereof. I don't know how he gets those feet into those Jordans though. They are fucking exploding. Those Jordans are about to like, every seam of those Jordans is about to fucking explode. Jesus Christ. And Jordan 1s are pretty thin. Jordan 1s are pretty like thin shoes. They're pretty thin. Like if you got wide feet, Jordan 1s aren't for you. So the fact that he's got these and they work, it's like, God damn. Like, how? Fucking hell. And he's got and I bless him though, because he's got the confidence of a Chris Brown. Like this guy looks in the mirror and he thinks he's a baddie. He thinks he's a buff thing. He thinks he's fucking that guy. So again, it's all in this confidence. It's all how you swag shit. But I don't know. I think if I look like this, I would never leave the house. Oh God, I would never leave my house if I look like this. I would never have a voice on the internet. I wouldn't be yapping online, especially if I'm like stuttering and my lips are puckering up like a baboon's ass. I wouldn't do it, but some people do. So congrats to him, man. Congrats to him. Congrats to Flacco. Moving on from that particular topic, let's quickly talk about this. So Cracker Miko has some beef with Choosers with Stories, specifically Mark Normand. Not sure what's going on there, but I have a feeling I kind of know. That particular episode where Luis J. Gomez brought up Cracker Miko to Mark Normand, and Mark Normand went white in the face. He was like shivering and shaking because I guess he was uncomfortable at the thought of Cracker Miko making a song that was ripping into his quote-unquote friends. Really and truly, I'd imagine he's probably just like conscious that maybe he will be next on the chopping blocks. Maybe that's the case. Either way, it was a weird reaction because I'm a fan of Mark Normand. I like his comedy. I like him on Tuesdays with Stories. I think he's a pretty, funny dude. And he's a good podcast host and shit. And he generally seems to be really silly all the time. So I was kind of taken aback when he like reacted very nervously and almost panicked when the name Cracker Miko was brought up. Like he was very, very scared. And I couldn't work out why. I was like, why is he so worried and scared? Like, aren't you a comedian? Aren't you like a bit of an edgy comedian too? You always have to push the line and shit and just be cheeky and whatever and just fuck around and fool around. Like, why are you like this worried about some dude making a parody rap song about some of your friends? Like, why would it bother you? But then I guess, as I said previously, he's more worried about himself. Well, anyway, his name was brought up again. Cracker name was brought up once again on Tuesday with Stories, and he reacted just as badly as he did when he was on Skanks, or when he was on Legion of Skanks. Not Legion of Skanks, when he was on Rap, I think. He reacted just as badly. Look at this clip. This is courtesy of Cracker Twitter that I ripped, so big up Cracker. But look at how Mark Norman responds when Cracker name is brought up.
It's a scary feeling.
By the way, you see that Cracker?
Oh, yeah. That guy's vicious.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Pang Dang line really hit.
Look at that face. You see his face immediately. Immediately when Joe List brought up Cracker name. Look at Mark Norman's face.
It's a scary feeling.
By the way, you see that Cracker?
Oh, yeah. That guy's vicious.
Ooh.
Look at that face. Like, why is he so scared? Did Cracker like fuck his girl? Did Cracker beat him up in days gone by? Like, why is he so like nervous? I don't know. I'm kind of disappointed. I like Mark Norman, and he's like shivering in his boots, and I can't work out why. It's so bizarre to me.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Pang Dang line really hit me right in the taint.
Yikes! I'm ducking. I hope we love you, Crack, and you're our guy.
Trying his best to pretend like everything's okay, but it's not okay. One more time. Oh my god!
They hit me right in the taint.
Yikes! I'm ducking. I hope we love you, Crack, and you're our guy, baby.
I like Crack more than Hunter Biden. What? Well, we'll talk later. I don't want to get in because he's going to be jerking off to this.
He's terrifying.
He's licking his chops right now. He's going to do you next, Chuckster.
You better watch out. But any farts to that Crack.
He's so scared, isn't he? He's so scared.
Miko.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, man. I really don't know what's going on there. Yo, big up the stream chat. Ricky Picture Coiler, what's good? What's good, my guy? The word is Mark has pretty hardcore blog back in the day he's stressed about. A blog? What, a blog where he said like racy, dicey stuff? Uh-oh. 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 If that's true. you know Cracker Miko's on that Wayback Machine. You know Cracker Miko's on that Wayback Machine. You know he's on that Wayback Machine digging for some evidence, digging for some material for the bars. You know he's on some of that. He's on that Wayback Machine. Fuck. Actually, I'm surprised people haven't, but I guess Tim Dillon had one, innit? Didn't Tim Dillon have like, no, I think Tim Dillon's blog, no, Tim Dillon had a Tumblr, didn't he? I think he had a Facebook also, where he used to post on it, and also like a Tumblr, where you sort of like write crazy articles. I think that might be the reason why he was friends with Rogan, Tim. I think Rogan saw one of Tim Dillon's like Facebook posts and shit, and then shared it, and then it kind of like turned into a situation. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Mark Norman, man. Like, I don't like this like scaredy cat version of Mark Norman where he's worried, you know, that he's not gonna that he's gonna get destroyed by this guy that writes like parody rap songs and stuff. It's like, look, just relax, man. It's not that deep, brother. Relax, please relax, man. It's not that deep. Yeah, I had a pretty decent little blog spot back in the day, but I deleted mine like an idiot. I don't know why. I shouldn't have deleted it. I can still find some posts on if you go on like way back and shit, but I wish I would have kept it because it was pretty decent. I had quite a bit of like, you know, nonsensical posts on there talking about shit and whatever. It's just ranting and rambling about nonsense. I think I might have done some reviews of like burger shops and shit back in the day on Blogspot. But yeah, big up Blogspot, man. Blogspot was sick. Remember spending hours and hours like, you know, customizing the theme, you know, learning how to like code with HTML and shit, fucking around with that. Like, I fucking love that shit, honestly. Little carousel on the side with pictures from Flickr and shit, different fonts on the fucking on the header. Like, I loved all that stuff, man. I swear, so fun. But yeah, I'm disappointed with this. I'm disappointed in Mark Norman. He's letting me down. I don't like this scaredy cat version of him. I want him to let his nuts hang and go bar for bar with fucking Cracker Miko. It's not that deep. The guy's just making parody rap songs. Like, relax. We're gonna laugh, we're gonna kiki, but for the most part, your fans probably won't even give a fuck anyway. But he seems so worried, like, and I don't understand why. But I guess what thing he mentioned before about his having a dicey blog might be the reason why, especially with the kid on the way. Or I think he's got a kid already and he's married, so maybe he's thinking like his whole life can come crashing down because of this one blog he wrote in 2006. Which is quite funny, isn't it? Imagine you just got your career started. No, you just got your career where you want it to be. You just got yourself settled down. You're about to marry your fiance, and then suddenly some random parody rapper, right, decides to just dig up some dirt on you from your old defunct Tumblr that no one knew existed, and now suddenly you're having to like get stressed, and now you're worried that you might have to end up being a guest on The Fire and the Kid or something. You know what I mean? You might have to join fucking Golden Hour because you couldn't get cancelled. Mark Norman doesn't want to end up being Brendan Schaub's co-host, isn't it? He's worried. He's really fucking worried. So I understand, I get it, but it's just a bit sad to see. I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit sad to see. Yes. Big up Bossa. Big up for smashing the like button. Appreciate it, brother. Everybody else, please join Bossa as well and smash that like button. You get me? Jack Donahue Jr. Nobody worries more about counterculture than Mark. It's completely. Oh yeah, true. Big up Jack Donahue Jr. I did see people in the subreddit comment on that actually. I saw a few people basically say that about him like being obsessed with fucking counterculture. My only pet peeve about Mark Norman, and this is something that is like a running theme with me in podcasts in general. I think it's just the way that I kind of like view life and maybe like manhood and shit. I don't like how helpless he is sometimes, Mark Norman. The constant like stress and like panic that comes with him missing or just about getting his flights. Like, it gives me anxiety listening to it. And he seems to always run into the same issues. It's always something. Woke up late, didn't have the boarding pass, went to the wrong airport, went to the wrong terminal. Like, it's just like, bruh, constantly. It's like every fucking time he goes on tour on the weekend, there's always some story, some issue with the fucking flights. This, that, change this, that. The hotel was this broke. It's like, it honestly makes me like, it honestly gives me anxiety, I swear to God. And I'm not really an anxious person. And it just annoys me because it seems like he just doesn't have his life in control. Or it's almost like he kind of enjoys that craziness of his life. Like, you know, figuring stuff out on the fly. It's just like, oh, yeah. Like, and I think that's part of the reason why I find it hard to, like, watch Tiger Belly. As much as I like Bobby Lee, I love Bobby Lee. He's really funny. And I love his dynamic with fucking, with the whole team. I love him on fucking Bad Friends with Andrew Santino. They got great chemistry. But I find it hard to consume Bobby Lee content for the same reason. He's like an adult baby, you know? Like, exactly, man-child. He's like a man-child, Bobby Lee. And Mark Norman's the same. But they almost enjoy that helplessness. It's like part of their brand. Oh my God, you never guess what? I missed another flight. It's like, why? Oh, I had to pay another $1,000 for another flight. I had to do this. I lost my passport. My passport was expired. You know, like, huh? I was meant to go to Newark. I meant to go to Newark or Newark fucking airport. I end up at JFK. It's like, huh? Oh yeah, man. I don't know. I just can't do it, man. I think because I've been, and it's probably a toxic thing too. Maybe because of where I've been brought up, I wasn't really allowed to like be a child. You know, growing up in the family that I was growing up in, like we had to grow up quickly. Like my parents didn't tolerate any of that baby shit. So maybe that's why I'm like this. I just can't. I don't like people that like enjoy being babies and children and shit. It's just annoying. So that's the only reason. That's the only thing I don't really like about children's stories. That's the only thing that's kind of annoying. I don't really notice Mark Norman's propensity to always talk about counterculture, but I did notice people on the subreddit complain about it. That it's made like literally some of them are like tuning out. They can't listen to it anymore. But I just hate the fucking panic of stories. Oh, the renting a car panic. Something happened there. It's like there's always something. It's like, God almighty, like grow up. Oh, am I going to get an assistant? No, I don't need one. It's too much money. But then next week, another fucking issue. It's like exhausting. But then maybe that's part of also being a comedian. Maybe that's a part of the brand. Part of the, you know, requirements of being a comedian. because they're all basically children, isn't it, if you think about it. All successful comedians have a very kind of like adolescent sort of like side about them, and they kind of encouraged not to grow up. You know, Bert Kreischer being a good example. You make your money based on your ability to be a you know, I won't say a loser, but like, you know, a little bit of an embarrassment. That's what makes you rich. And it helps with the comedy because you kind of do the thing that other people probably couldn't get away with, and they kind of live vicariously through you. Maybe, I don't know. Either way, I want Mark Normand to grab his balls and to let them hang and stop being scared of Crack Amico. It's not that deep. If he makes a little rap song about you, laugh about it, ignore it, it's okay. But I don't like this like shivering in the corner Mark Normand. When he hears Crack Amico's name, he's like, you know, he's wide-eyed, like as he is there. Where is it? Look, he's fucking wide-eyed. Look at that. When he hears the name, he's like, Jesus Christ. Look at him. He's legitimately scared. And I can't work out why. Fucking hell. Hey, yo, big up Teju. AZ posted a naked Drekus on IG, bro. I didn't need to see that. Well, guess what, Teju? It's your fault for following me on Instagram. Who told you to follow me on Instagram? Who told you to come to my personal Instagram page, follow my page, and then tap my fucking profile picture and watch my stories? That's your fault. That's like walking into me in the shower naked, and then you like scream and you get a heart attack. That's your fault for walking into the shower while I was bending over picking up the shower gel, and you saw my large black wide booty with all the hair sticking out of it, booty flipping throbbing, and it made you just like, you know, convulse and fucking fall over. That's your fault, you know. I keep that to myself most of the time, but you had to open the door. You have to open the door. You had to open the door. If you don't want to see my ass, don't open the door. Boosie popping. Cool. Continuing on. Can we talk a little bit about Crystalia? Crystalia put up 2 crowd special reaction video type things, which I wanted to talk about, but I think I forgot to talk about when they first dropped. The first one he did was this one called Try Harder. And a lot of people were saying that this video was a diss at, what's his face? Starvey. And I don't buy it. I don't think so. I think if anything, this is Crystalia's critique of the status of stand-up comedy at the moment, especially on social media. And it's him basically taking a piss out of it. But it's also maybe him feeling a little bit annoyed that now that he's back in stand-up, kind of after his little diddling allegation period, he's probably now pissed off that the game is probably a lot easier than what it was when he was popping. He probably had to try way harder to be relevant or to get clicks or to get any emotion than nowadays. So it's kind of like a little bit of like bitterness there. That's what I got from it. But I didn't get it being a direct shot at Starvey only. But let's play the clip anyway, and then you guys can let me know what you think. Do you think this is a direct shot at Starvey and his crowd work stuff? Or do you think this is just a critique on stand-up comedy overall? Or is he just being a hater? Let me know what you guys think.
So many comedians do crowd work now. They'll be like, what was up? You know what I mean? Someone will just be like, oh, I got the clip. And you watch the clip and the comedian's like, what's your name? You know? And the guy's like, fucking Terrence. And then the comedian's like, whoa, we got a Terrence over here. Whoa, what are you?
To be fair though, I know he's taking the piss and he's trying to be funny, but he does the exact same thing. And he's also corroborating my opinion. Do you remember I've said in the beginning of this streams, I said how much I hated crowd work. I think crowd work is inherently lazy, and I also hate the dynamic of them like using you as like a laughing punching bag and shit. You know, it's like, go on stage and tell some fucking jokes, tell a funny story, but don't use me as a way for you to get cheap jokes at my expense as well. Because when it goes the other way around, you see how these comedians are, they don't like it. So I hate crowd work personally. But for some comedians, it's like an easy thing to do because, you know, there's never ending material with a crowd. But it's really hard to make up your own jokes.
Are you from Hustle and Flow? Oh, this is the actor from Hustle and Flow. You guys know. And then they post it. And Oh, where you work though? Where do you work? Oh, fucking. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got a guy who works. 9 million views on TikTok. Yeah, you in a relationship? Or, yeah, I'm married. Oh, he's sad about it. Oh.
He's making a good point about how ridiculous most crowd work is. This is like Akash Singh crowd work level, isn't it? Akash Singh, if he spots an Indian person in the crowd, you know what's about to go down. If he spots some Indian person, especially if that Indian person's with like a white person, you know what's about to go down, in it. Some hacky, interracial, religious, Pakistani people be like, Indian people be like, he's just gonna go right into that. You know it. You know what Akash Singh's about to do.
Oh, okay, we're the single guys though. Oh, fucking 25 million views. Just, hey, what are you wearing? What do you guys wear? You know, oh, fucking tank top. Oh, we're seeing a play or something. Fucking wow.
That's funny.
65 million views. Just fucking a whole state sold out. Just, yeah, he sold out Wyoming. He sold out Wyoming.
Hey yo, Super Jello, man, shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up, Super Jello. Okay? I'm allowed, right, to think the best of people. I'm allowed to look at Rogan's smooth, shiny, bald head and think to myself, surely a man with a head that shiny and bald has to be funny, right? I'm allowed to think that. I'm allowed to have hope. I'm allowed to dream and look into those dark, dreamy eyes of Rogan's and think to myself, if he's good at jiu-jitsu, if he can kick the fuck out of a heavy bag, he must be good at stand-up. I'm allowed to think that. I'm allowed to believe that with no evidence. I'm allowed to just hope with no evidence that he's funny. With no evidence whatsoever, I'm allowed to just sit there. It's almost like, you remember on Christmas Day when your parents told you to put a little cookie and a glass of milk on a windowsill? I'm allowed to do that. Yo,
Chris is way funnier than Kreischer, but his fake laugh is almost as bad as Bart's.
Big up Austin Casey. His bad laugh is just as fake as Bart. I say the funniest thing the annoying thing he does is something that he's doing now, where you know he's confident now, he's got some money and he's got some attention and things are going well for him. He's doing that like, yeah, he's doing that like it's almost a redacted infantile voice. If you watch his early specials, he had this kind of tone that was like a kid, like he had this like thing which he doesn't do anymore. I think since he got cancelled, he kind of stopped it and had his normal speaking voice, but now he's going back to it. I think that's his most annoying trait. The fake laugh I don't really mind because he does it all the time anyway. I kind of zone it out. I think Bert's is definitely way more grating, but the thing I find annoying is that like voice. It's almost like a child inflection, like he's imitating his kid, his son. Which I'm assuming he probably did that back in the day because it was a way to like get the attention of young girls, maybe, innit? With that like. Ugh. But anyway, big up Austin Casey. Yeah, when you think about that sort of shit, it's like Jesus Christos. It's also funny that he uploaded on TikTok, innit? It's also, I just checked this now. I just saw on the bottom. It's a TikTok clip. It's funny, innit? Crystallia's big on TikTok, a platform where it's mostly, you know, young underage girls and stuff, allegedly. But what do I know?
Wyoming. What theater? Just Wyoming, dude. It was crazy. It was really vast. So what'd you guys meet, though? Would you two? You know? you guys met? Oh, like, where'd you meet? Oh, Tinder. Oh, not the old-fashioned way. Oh, fucking 88 bajillion views. Like. Oh, dude, sold out Canada. What theater? All of Canada. Oh, dude, anybody drunk in here?
I feel like from this moment onwards, it's just pure rage. It's just pure unadulterated rage because of the position that he's in currently. Because he knows if he wouldn't have got cancelled, he'd be as big as anybody now. If he wouldn't have got cancelled, the way his career was going, he would have been super huge. So it's just pure unadulterated rage that he's not where he thinks he should be, and that he's now having to work with Brendan Schaub week in, week out.
Oh, this guy's drunk. Oh, dude, can you tell? Oh, this guy's been drunk all day. Oh, fucking 70 bajillion million quadrillion views. You hear that? He sold out the galaxy.
Yo, big up David Guerrero. Why is he yelling at me? You know, now you say that, I'm thinking to myself, are there a lot of is there? Because I'm gonna start doing a lot more reactions of fucking specials in general. I want to really start watching those in full. For those of you that have way more knowledge of specials, is this a normal thing? Do most comedians scream on stage? Or is this just a particular thing that LA types do? Because I feel like the screaming is like, it feels like it's a constant. Like everyone does it. Everyone's like got like a scream, like just like unnecessary. It's just like, bruh, you got a microphone. There's speakers all around this room. You're the only one with a mic. Just speak normally. You don't need to scream.
What? Really? Yeah.
Yeah, big up Coiler. For Chris, it's normal because he has no punchlines. Exactly. Oh my god, man. Big up Super Jello. It's called laugh bullying. I love that. I love laugh bullying. Big up Joe. Joe says, why are we switching channels and not simply rebrand this one? Seems waste of subs. Yeah, but I think this channel also, you got a point there, Joe. Most likely it is a waste of subs. Most likely it is a mistake, but we have to make decisions here. I think this channel also has something. There's some sort of like, you know, don't want to say I've been fucking shadow banned, but maybe. So just a way just to kind of have a clean break, you know, have a clean break and maybe let this channel kind of reset itself. So the stuff I'll be posting on here will be just Taz stuff, and then on random show stuff, it'll be just random show shit. So I think that split might help, you know. I hope so anyway. I hope so. Who knows? But it's also good just to split it. Do you know what I mean? There's no need to have like 2 shows on one channel. It's just a bit confusing. So I'll just have it one on the other, one on this. It just makes it easy. You know what I mean? So let's see where I'm going. But they're not gonna keep a black man down. Okay? They're not gonna keep a black man down. I'm an immigrant, bro. I came to this country on the back of a fucking washing machine. I came to this country on the back of a washing machine. My dad had 1p in his pocket. Okay? And look at me now. Okay? No one's gonna keep a black man down. If I have to play the race card, I will. Be warned.
Trying to get tickets, even Martians couldn't go. Whoa! They didn't even laugh. They just went, yah, 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 yah. The fucking biggest comedian, dude. He does crowd work. The fact they're all laughing makes me mad.
Logos focus. Thank you. You put it better than I could ever put it. If crowd work is low-hanging fruit, then what is raging about crowd work? Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about, and I don't want you to know what I'm talking about. Infinity views, dude. Did you see? The clip, he asked the guy what he does for a living, and he's got infinity views. My phone broke. I watched the video. The phone just went, and it broke. And now he sold out the galaxy and another galaxy, dude. So many comedians do.
So, I didn't think that was a shot at Starvey. I thought that was more just Crystalia hating that he can't do crowd work, or that he can't be as successful as the other comedians of doing crowd work. That's basically it. He's just hurting, you know, because he knows he's missing out on a bunch of money. He's not where he should be in his career, and he has to work with fucking Brendan Schaub every day. Yo, big up Uche in the chat. What's good, queen? What's good, queen? So yeah, Crystalia's out here complaining, crying and shit. Well, there's another video Crystalia actually dropped. There's another Crystalia special that we want to check out here. More crowd work from Crystalia. This is fresh off the press, by the way. Fresh off the press from Crystalia's Twitter account, not Instagram. Twitter account. More crowd work for your head top. Are you ready? Are you ready for more Crystalia crowd work? Let's see what you guys think about this particular one. I think it's called Drug Dealer or something. Yeah, confronting a drug dealer. Let's see what you guys think of this barnstormingly high quality comedy crowd work bit from Chris. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Let's freaking go.
You don't sell coke?
No.
What do you do?
I'm a bud tender.
You're I'm sorry, what?
Bud tender.
A blood tender? Oh, that's fucking, don't call it that.
Big up, you're the soundtrack for this 2-hour drive. Yeah, man. It's the black man and the pedo. You know what I mean? We're keeping Uche company. The black man and the pedo keeping Uche company. You feel me? I'm playing the beats in the front. Crystalia is diddling the girls at the back. It is what it is. Let's go.
Dude, I like drug dealer better. I like that. I fucking slang yayo or whatever the fuck.
Coke?
I know it's coke.
No coke.
You don't sell coke?
No.
All right, so you sell.
So how can you, going back to what Logos Focus said, how can you release that video previously ragging on crowd work comedians and then put out this? Isn't that the same? Isn't the same content that you're taking a piss out of that you're doing now yourself? Isn't there a word for that? Isn't there a word for this type of thing? When somebody complains about something, but then does the same thing themselves. There's a word for that, isn't it?
Weed, and that's it.
And I
Ah! Police, get her. I was like that meme, and you what?
bartend.
Oh, you do all the tending. Bud tending and bartending? Don't tell me you do chicken tending. I'm a chicken tender. Yeah.
Life isn't fair, isn't it? Life isn't fair. This guy drives around in a G-Wagon. He has a docile, attractive wife. He has 2 kids, a big house, loads of trainers. And he stands on stage doing chicken tender jokes. Chicken selects, chicken nuggets, tending. Like what? What? That's why stand-up is also hard to judge, innit? Like, objectively, stand-up. Because a lot of stand-up isn't really about the jokes. Like, people are laughing not because of what he said, because of how he's saying it, right? His wacky face, his mannerisms, how goofy he's being. That's kind of where it comes from. So it's almost, that's why it makes it almost impossible to say if somebody's good or bad at stand-up. It's whether or not you like them as a person. I think that has a lot to do with, like, you know, I think that helps. Do you like them as a person? Do you find them funny? Is it your type of humor? Because a lot of these guys is like, how do you sell out arenas with this sort of stuff? But then you're like, okay, I don't get it. It's not for me. It's not for me, clearly. But Jesus Christ, the crowd is loving it. The crowd is absolutely eating this up.
Yeah, they're all in the back. They're high as shit. Let me go get one. The coke all over the beak. All right, so you tend bar and you tend.
Dick.
Too many jokes. A gift from the heavens. She tends bar and bud and weed and chicken and dick. You have blessed me. I am JokeBot. I have cannot compute too many answers. Can you fix? Him? I don't think so. He's so fucked up beyond belief. She said she tended bar, bud, and weed, and... Don't say she said dick. Dick too, that's what made him short circuit. You tend dick, doesn't that mean you have dick? Somebody...
I'm a bartender.
Yeah, I know you're a bartender. What's happened? So you tend... What's with the dick thing?
Not me.
What do you mean, not you? You're the only one talking. Who tends dick. When's the last dick you attended?
2 days ago, no?
Can you fix them? I just fixed them. I know, but she said she tended dick 2 days ago.
Hey, a jack of all trades.
A jack off all trades, more like. If anybody wants.
Who's more insufferable? Who do you want more? Who would you like to like? Who would you envision put in front of a train just to look at it? The girl or Crystalia? Who would you like to take on a hike somewhere? And then as you stretch out your arms, accidentally push them over the ledge? Crystalia or the girl? Who would you like to play a game where you try and like get the knife and hit it apple above their head, but you accidentally slip and it goes straight through their head? Who do you do that to? The girl or Crystalia?
Weed or beer or chicken or cock.
That's for the noodly divorced.
Did you say noodly divorced? I think you've been doing some beer drinking. Noodly divorced. That's like some fucking shitty show on NBC or some shit. Welcome to Noodly Divorced. This is an Asian couple in a fucking, hey, we're noodly divorced. On after 2.5 men. Fucking, Gus. You know when you're at a party and you're like, I tried to leave an hour ago. I fucking ran into Jake again. He fucking talked my ear off. That's you. You're Jake. You don't sell coke?
I'm kind of going past the stage of like asking questions aloud about the comedians and how they're famous and how they get to this sort of level, because I feel like, you know, it's player hating. You don't hate on the, don't hate on the player, hate on the game type of thing. I'm now starting to wonder and question, like, I would love to do like a series or like some, if I imagine, I'd just love to like stand at some of these comedy clubs and just ask people as they leave, like, why do you find that guy funny? Like, what was actually funny about what you saw there? What was making you like cry? Why do you have like tears in your eyes right now? Why are you unable to walk because your ribs are hurting? I'd love to know that, because the comedians, you know, it is what they're doing, do what you do. But I'd love to know exactly the people in the crowd who are dying. Like, what actually is the reason? What did you find so funny? And why are you coming back again and again to see this person? I'd love to know. Because that was pretty terrible. And the funny thing about crowd work is that I feel like crowd work is hard to do well anyway, but it's also easy to do bad. So it becomes like one of the worst, or it becomes a very risky thing to do in terms of marketing yourself. Because if you get it wrong, more than likely, you're going to burn everyone. Like, if you saw that and you don't like it, you're never going to give Crystalia another chance. But if you like it, of course, but if you don't, you're never giving another chance. You're going to write him off completely because of how unfunny that was, how aggressively unfunny it was. But obviously it's easy to make, right? It's easier to do crowd work than it is to write your own material. So I get why comedians do it. But I just want to know why those people in the crowd are laughing. Like, what can make that funny? Maybe I'm just redacted and I don't get it. Big up Uche, alcohol. Yeah, I guess that helps. Alcohol probably helps. Probably. But I still think there's times where I've boozed and I've had a good time, and sometimes it actually like makes you way more brutally honest. So you don't just laugh at anything. You're kind of questioning, oh, what, that wasn't funny. I don't know. Don't know if some of you guys are the same, but I don't, I don't suddenly start laughing at things that aren't that funny, I don't know. Maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm just aggressively honest. Who knows? Or aggressively redacted. Am I right? Anyways, moving on. Moving fucking on. Because that was confusingly bad, isn't it? Wow. He ragged on crowd work. He made some kind of good points about crowd work and took the piss out of it. Only then to do another thing that's exactly like the thing that he took the piss out of, if not worse. Okay, cool. Anyway, let's move on. Let's fucking move on. I can't do this anymore. Another clip here, courtesy of the Fire Naked subreddit. It features, I forgot the guy's name again. What's his name? The skater guy. The bisexual skater guy, right? I think his name is, I don't know, whatever. This dude is, I'm not going to say a person's name, but Brendan Schaub. Cool, let's play this clip. This is from Whitney Cummings' podcast as well. Let's see what I'll go on here.
I've had like homos and people like that have said this to me recently, and I'm like, you guys are the core to me, like, of the comedy still. Like, you're putting in the work.
Oh, that's his name, Jason Ellis. That's his name. Thank you for the screenshot for letting me know. I forgot. Jason Ellis.
And you think I'm okay, but you also were a little suspicious at the start because you thought I was going to come in and, like, I'm not going to say a person's name, but like, you know what I mean, cool guy it because I've been cool in another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here.
Yo, Whitney's face is tight, isn't it? Whitney's face is tight, bro. Her face is like, you know what I mean? Whitney's face is tight. That is a tight face, bro. Like, you know? And she kind of looks jacked as well. She been hitting the dumbbells. She got a fucking, she got a tightening up of the face. Just kind of like twisted, little levers like. Fucking hell, Whitney's looking jacked and she's looking tight. Probably some new money dropped. The wire just landed. Fucking hell. One more time.
I've had like homos and people like that have said this to me recently, and I'm like, you guys are the core to me, like, of the comedy still. Like, you're putting in the work, and you think I'm okay, but you also were a little suspicious at the start because you thought I was going to come in and, like, I'm not going to say a person's name, but like, you know what I mean, cool guy it because I've been cool in another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here.
Hey, yo, everybody in the Zoom chat talking about Whitney Cummings being my dream girl. No. Whitney Cummings isn't my dream girl. My dream girl is Ashley Cummings. Ashley Cummings is the only one for me. No Whitney. Only Ashley Cummings. I only see Ashley. Ashley's the one for me. Ashley is the one for me. And soon we'll have an announcement. Me and Ashley will have an announcement soon. Subscribe to the Patreon. Me and Ashley Cummings will have an announcement. Subscribe to the Patreon. Very special video coming. No pun intended. By the way, I'm winking behind my glasses now. I'm winking. Can you tell I'm winking? Yeah, I'm winking. Going back to what this guy is talking about. Unpopular opinion. Fuck all this shit. Fuck using Brendan Schaub as a punchline. Fuck using him as a sort of like, as a punching bag and shit. Allow it. Can we just go back to you being funny? Doesn't matter how you come into the game. Doesn't matter how you do things. Whether or not you do a special in the first year, 5 years, whatever. Rogan puts you on, doesn't put you on. Yo, big up Austin Casey.
Whitney legit look plastic with doll hair in this clip.
Austin, I like you. Austin, I like you. But be careful. Be careful what you say about Whitney. I like you, Austin. But be careful what you say about Whitney on this particular stream. She looks incredible. She doesn't look plastic. Her hair looks luscious. And the clip brings out everything that we love about her. Repeat after me. Her hair is luscious. Her face is perfect, and that clip brings out the best in her. Okay? We do not tolerate any slanders of the Cummings on this stream. No Cummings slander will be tolerated on this stream. Okay? We can cuss everybody we want to cuss, but I draw the line at Whitney Cummings and Ashley Cummings. I will protect them with my body, with my life, with my dick. No, with my with my life. Okay? Cool. I want to say so much, but I can't. Anyway, let's continue. Big up on the case. Let's continue. I want to say so much, but I can't. Anyways, I don't like this sort of stuff, and I just want these guys to go back to being funny. I know the Brendan thing is a good thing to kind of like get some easy laughs and kiki and ha and shit. But maybe the Brendan Schaub journey and his outcome and how it ended up is a cautionary tale. It doesn't need to be repeated again. Just go and be funny. Just go and be funny. Just go and write jokes. Just think about entertaining and delighting your audience. Just think about making their time seeing you fun. Just make them have a memory that they can remember. Like something to remember you by. You know? A reason for them to come out and see you again. Let's not think about what Brenda did right, what he didn't do wrong. That's not an easy way for you to get fans. Focus on the work. Focus on the work. That's what I would say. And when it comes to Whitney Cummings talking about no one's cool, comedians can't be cool, I don't agree. Comedians can be cool. Just most of those guys are dorks. Most of the guys are in the LA comedy scene, the Joe Rogan, adjacent people, all those guys, they're dorks. But you can be cool being a comedian. Of course you can be. Cool people exist in every field. Why can't you be a cool comedian too? It's just that those guys are dorks. 100%. And maybe it's because of the scene they're in, the Rogan fucking dependency, the Hollywood thing, whatever. But most of them are pretty dorky. So I don't think it's because they do stand up that you can't be cool. It's because of who they are. So if they maybe focus on being funny and being chill, not having such thin skin, whatever it may be, maybe that might help with it being a little bit cooler. Maybe it might help. Who fucking knows? But Whitney looks perfect in this clip. She's glowing. And we're going to replay this clip just a couple times to see her speak again because, it's nice to see her on the screen.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here. That's just...
Oh, one more time.
Comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here.
Another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here. If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here. If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here. If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right. Because I've been cool in another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right. I've been cool in another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right. I've been cool in another career first.
If you're a comedian, you were never cool. You're never going to be cool. You're not cool.
Right.
That's not what we do here. That's just...
Sorry guys. Oh shit, is the screen still on? Shit, the screen's still on. My bad. I didn't know the screen was still on. My apologies. I didn't know the screen was on. I did not know the screen was on. My bad. I didn't know the screen was still on. Sorry. I had no idea the screen was still on. My bad. No idea the screen was on. Okay, we're back to normal now. I didn't know the screen was on. I had no idea the screen was still on there. I didn't see that. Apologies. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's talk about Yuri. Yuri has an announcement. Yuri from No Jumper has an announcement. Let's hear what Yuri from No Jumper's announcement is. Let's hear what Yuri's announcement is. Let's go, Yuri. Give it to us.
Flying cars triggered you. Oh, was it flying cars? I don't remember, dude. Yes, I lost my voice as well.
He kind of looks like worse without the glasses, isn't it? You know, some people, when they take off their glasses, they look cute. He looks bad, isn't it, without the glasses? You should keep them on. He doesn't look that great without the glasses. Probably keep the glasses on. Maybe never take them off. You know? Maybe. Just an unfortunate thing. Sometimes we're not all blessed with good looks. In this case, yeah, maybe just keep the glasses on.
30 years old, by the way. Yes. What's the announcement? I don't have time for clickbait. Here's the announcement, guys. W, everyone, for joining the stream. I appreciate you guys so much, man. Here's the announcement. I went to LA, like, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks ago, right? When came back from LA, did a stream where with a donation goal, where if we hit the donation goal, I would do a 24-hour stream. Like, I would, sleep on stream and do a 24-hour stream. I did that, and then I started $1 a minute that went 17 days. I didn't expect it to go 17 days. I didn't expect to stream specifically on Kick for 17 days, but I guess it's a good thing we did it because we're officially back on KCIP, and the original plan was to stream more consistently on YouTube, but being on KCIP, it just they literally like hooked me up to stream there. You know what I mean? So
that's good news, isn't it? That's good news. Remember when we spoke about it previously on another stream that he got kicked off of the Kick KCIP, which is basically the AdSense version of Kick streaming. So now he's back on there, which is a good thing. I'm happy for him. And anyway, successful Yuri, when he's doing well, he's making money, he's streaming and shit. He usually lets his nuts hang a bit more. So we're going to get more drama anyway. He should really use this as a time to turn a new leaf. Stop fucking poking at Lush. Stop poking at Comparada. Stop going at Adam and just leave it alone and move on. Because it almost feels like without the drama, no one really cares about him anyway, right? You don't really see people posting stuff about him on the No Jumper Reddit anymore because he's not bickering and arguing with his girlfriend on stream anymore. So clearly, people only really tune in when he crashes out and when he acts like a child and when he's just dumb and doing stupid things, saying stupid things on streams. Now that he's kind of dialed that back a bit, Riley's not really on stream anymore. She's kind of like off the side of the camera, not really talking that much. He's doing all the things by himself. And it's kind of boring content, for lack of a better term, but it's still doing well for him and his fans. It's a good thing. He's staying out of the limelight, quote unquote. So he should use this opportunity to turn a new leaf. Knowing him and knowing what he's like, or how he acts from what I've seen, that's unlikely. He's probably going to have a crash out soon. He's probably going to say something crazy, and then the back and forth between him and Lush and Compo will continue, and we'll just be back to square one. But I'm happy for him being back on KCIP. It's a good thing. And I hope he should just take this as a lesson to turn a new leaf and just forget all that other drama and just move on. I know people have said hurtful things about him, all the memes about him stalking Riley, all the trolling about him being scared when Lush One and Comparator came to his house and he wouldn't go outside, and people think he's a pussy, and the fact that he says he's going to call the police and all this sort of malarkey and being laughed about and joked about, people taking a piss out of how he makes money with the sleeping streams and the $1 a minute thing, resetting the timer, arguing with his girlfriend. So many things he's done wrong on stream. We've all seen it. But the internet, everyone's got stuff to do. Everyone's moving on to the next locale. You're not that entertaining now because you're not really arguing with your girlfriend anymore. Take this opportunity while no one's looking to just kind of dial things back a bit and just chill. Just chill. Enjoy your time with your girl. Hang out. You got a new crib somewhere. You're not even in LA anymore. Just relax and chill out. It's not a big deal. But all this is going to be said in vain because most likely, whenever Compa and Lush One do stream again and do their worst pod ever, they'll probably say something about Yuri, and he'll reply, and it'll just continue on again. But I am happy for him that he's back on the KCIP. I am happy for him that he's back on the KCIP. Congratulations to Yuri. Congratulations to Yuri. Moving on. I want to play this clip. I want to play majority of this clip. It features academics talking about that Little Baby Architectural Digest video where they go through his Atlanta mansion. I find this clip hilarious because Ak on stream kind of exposes himself for number one, having a crazy DoorDash addiction, and number two, being a bit of a dirty guy because he's taken aback by the fact that Little Baby cooks, and he's also taken aback by how clean his house is. It's like, bro, why are you surprised that someone has a clean house? Just watch this clip. It's fucking hilarious. I love academics. He's so funny.
Do use it a lot, and I don't want to like stain it as much as possible. This is my bachelor pad, so I don't cook here. I have a chef to come here and cook for us. But sometimes when I don't have a chef,
Chat, I've been cooking a lot in the last like week. Yo, I realized I was spending like $200 and something a day on like it's like $250 on like DoorDash and all type of bullshit, bro. Like just because I was DoorDash everything. My nigga, I just
academics. $250 on DoorDash a day. What? What the fuck are you buying every day? I understand some people DoorDash groceries. I get that. I understand. DoorDash your groceries. Enjoy yourself. But $250 a day. What are you buying every day? That must be meals. That must be like fast food, because delivery apps always kind of, you know, they charge more than if you're going to go into a store. Sometimes it's double. So it would make more sense. So if you're buying, and I also get the feeling, as a real fat boy, I also get the feeling, because he's got money and he's rich, I've got a feeling he probably does that that thing that people do, where you got some money and you're feeling a bit fat and you order from 3 different places. So maybe you like the wings at one place, but you like the fries at another place, but you like a wrap at another place, you know, and you just have all these, you have like 4 different fucking delivery guys coming to your door to drop off individual bags and shit to make up a meal. But obviously that costs way more because you're paying individually for those small little things. $250 a day on DoorDash. And listen, because, you know, this is why I love streaming. This is why I love fucking making content, because I think I've done this too. When you stream and do content, sometimes you just say shit without even realize what you're saying. So Academic says this and kind of explodes himself. Then his chat is like, what the fuck? You spend $250 a day on fucking DoorDash. And he tries to walk it back. He tries to make an excuse for why he does that. Listen to the excuse. It's fucking incredible.
Bought groceries for like $1,000, nigga. Like, bro, I've been cooking oxtail, jerk chicken. Yo, I'm good. Yo, yo, every Jamaican man, hey, any of my chat queens in here, get you a Jamaican man. A Jamaican man, a real Jamaican.
He's trying to make it sound like he cooks. So he orders $250 a DoorDash per day, but he's also spending thousands on groceries to cook. Extra doubt. Extra fucking doubt.
Man knows how to get down in the kitchen. In our culture, the men know how to get busy in the kitchen, okay? You meet a Jamaican man that can't cook, you've just met a fake Jamaican. That's fact, okay? Yeah, I've been getting busy recently. I will hold you.
Whatever you say.
Chef, my kids like want me to cook, just something cool for us to do. Last thing I cooked for my kids was maybe like tacos last Tuesday, something like that. If I cook, it's gonna be like something cool, like something for them. They could kind of help me out a little bit. I have a few art pieces, starting to get into it. This is a piece from a Black Atlanta artist.
I'm gonna tell you why it's $250 on DoorDash.
Listen to the cope. Listen to the cope. Listen to him walking back the comment now and try to make it make sense. Listen. $250 a day on DoorDash is insane. Listen to how he tries to explain it.
Like, DoorDash don't have, like, let's say I order anything. Sometimes I'll order four meals and I only want one thing off of it. You get what I'm saying?
What? Did you hear that? He orders 4 meals, but he wants only one thing. So because he's got the money, he orders the 4 and then only eats the 1. And then what does he do with the 3 that's left over? The 3 things on the menu. What do you do with the 3 left over? Academics.
Like, bro, because DoorDash, for most restaurants, you can't put in the comment section, you can't like make your own shit. Like, bro, I don't want none of that other shit that comes with the meal. I only want like this one thing. What? So I done paid $20 for a meal that I'm gonna take one bite of. Then
he's definitely fat in denial, isn't it? He's definitely fat in denial. I think we've all been there. He's definitely fat in denial. He's like one of those people who's like, oh, I don't even eat that much. It's like you don't get that big by not eating that much. You know, he's one of those type of people. I don't eat that much. I hardly even ate anything today. And then when you list down what they ate, it's like 17 different things.
Then I'm gonna take 3 bites of this. So I basically just take this from this, this from this, this from this, this from this. I make my own plate, and then I give the rest to Pluto, or I just throw the rest away. And yeah.
So he's now saying that he orders 4 different things to make up one meal, then the rest he throws away in the bin or gives to his dog. Come on, academics, man. No one, come on, academics, bro. Come on, bro. he's trying to walk back that statement because he knows he fucked up by telling people that he orders 250 DoorDash a day. You live alone or you live with your mum. I think, no, in the mansion, who lives there? I think it's him, his mum stays some time, and his girlfriend. But essentially, there's 3 people in that house. 250 DoorDash, you're probably eating most of it yourself. Most days you're there by yourself, so you're probably eating most of it on your own.
Yeah. Then you do that a couple times a day, yeah.
I love academics.
Horace
so
info tip. Kind of just give me the vibe of a little young black boy, but in his eyes is dreaming for the stars. My favorite part of the kitchen would have to be like the Nana windows. It open all the way up.
Like, put like this. I've spent $100 on Chipotle, and we should get into that Chipotle. Their CEO is now going over to Starbucks. So when I order Chipotle, I swear, you have to order a bowl. So all I want from Chipotle, this is all I eat, is chicken. Only.
I love academics so much. All I order from Chipotle is a chicken. Yeah,
Thing. On DoorDash, you can't just say only chicken. You have to do a full bowl, and I think you could put an extra scoop of chicken, but then you could get rice. I don't want that bullshit. Nigga, all I do is I order like 2 bowls or 3 bowls, and I scoop out all the chicken, the rice, I don't eat that bullshit. Nigga, I just throw that shit away. The fuck? You know what I mean? And then so I have a plate just of chicken. Then I eat that.
Rice and avocado or guacamole is bullshit. He's got the palate of like a baby, innit? I don't want that bullshit. What's wrong with rice and guacamole? It's too exotic for him or something. What?
And life goes on. So now each bowl is like $18. 18 times 3. Whatever. And then yeah, sometimes I get like little 3 tacos or whatever.
Kind of gives you the whole inside, outside.
I only eat meat. I'm gonna hold you. Pause. Extra pause. That sounded gay.
I feel. And you're having like a pool party or people outside, they don't have to track water in their house and stuff. They can come here and get their food from the chef, something to drink, whatever may have it. These are my.
I love houses like this. By the way, is this house in Atlanta? This is Atlanta, right? Oh yeah, this is Atlanta. Yo, mostly you find these houses. I love.
Bigger people in the stream chat. Is that true? Ricky Pitcher, Assad, and Timo Kazi all saying that you have to actually pay extra for the guacamole. So he's paying extra for the guacamole, but then telling us he throws it all away.
Modern houses, but you find them more in you find these houses more in Cali. I feel like Cali and Florida has a lot of. I'll say Florida more. Florida has a lot of modern type of houses, and I like that.
Let's fast forward a little bit. I want to get to a bit where he's talking about the cleaning. One sec.
I like to have parties here. This is the dining room, which is not for dining, because I love these chairs so much, and I don't want people to get comfortable just getting this.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Either I'm a nasty ass nigga, or ain't nobody's house is fucking clean. Yo, chat.
You hear that? Either I'm a nasty ass nigga, or nobody's house is this clean. Academics doesn't understand that people maybe clean their house before they invite a whole fucking production company to come and video, record it and shit and document it. You can't understand that concept. What? People clean their house. People hoover. People wipe down surfaces. Really?
Is y'all house this clean? Like, nigga, there's not even a foot mark, not like a shirt, just on the couch. Like, there's nothing. I know.
Why would there be a shirt just on the couch? Don't you put the shirt back where the shirt should be? Wardrobe, cupboard, whatever. Why would the shirt just be on the couch?
You probably clean up a little bit, but come on.
Dirty. So for now, this is just a statement piece. I have an Italian imported marble table from the Vitality collection, and my designer actually came up with that. She designed this table one-on-one for me, so you won't see this table nowhere else. And she...
Anyway, you get the point. You get the point. Academics ordering $250 worth of DoorDash per day is wild. Wild, isn't it? But it also explains how he ballooned really quickly. He's always been kind of chubby anyway, but he did, like, if you look at clips of him from Everyday, not Everyday, is it Everyday Struggle? Yeah, Everyday Struggle? Everyday Struggle? Whatever that show he did with Joe Budden. You look at those clips from that era to now, he's ballooned incredibly, you know, he's ballooned a lot, but also between that period is when he's become really successful. So when he got on that show on Complex, he then became really big, like popular-wise in terms of a platform. Academics came out really, really established. So he got more money, and more money meant, you know, more orders. So it's no surprise that he is as big as he is now, because he looks like somebody that orders $250 per day of fucking DoorDash, which is just wild. Like, he must have like delivery drivers that he knows, you know? Oh yeah, true. Big up David Guerrero. Yeah, exactly. And he drinks Henny all the time as well, straight to the face. But imagine, he must have delivery drivers that he actually knows by name, by first name basis. Like, yo, what's up, man? What's up, Jose? What's up, D? What's up, Joe? I mean, like, he must know these people, like, because they come so often to his house. Fuck, you know, some of them probably know the code to his gate and shit, because they come there so often. They might even leave stuff behind the garden and shit. If he's not in, he gives them special instructions, leave it there, it's all good. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Yo, big up Uche. The entire business model of Chipotle is picking only the what you want. So why would you order stuff you don't want just to throw it away after picking out the chicken? Exactly. He's making it sound like Chipotle forces you to order certain things. So if you want only chicken and rice, it makes you order chicken, rice, and guac. So you have to throw away the guac. But it's like, we all know what Chipotle is, bro. We all understand we all understand its concept. The whole point, as Uche said, is the customization. Why would they force you to order things that you don't want? And why would you order 4 things to get 1? I don't know. I fucking love him so much.
Bro, 1, $250 a day, and 2, get up off your fat ass and go pick it up every once in a while, you lazy bum.
Bro, honestly, it's incredible. And the thing is, right, big up NJ Ranger, he has like great cars as well. He has like really cool cars. So like, you get the chance, I don't know, again, I'm not even like a car guy, but if you got cool cars, part of the fun is like jumping in your cool car and going to go pick up your food, you know? Like, you know, going to, like, why not? You got this cool car, you got this Lambo, you got this G-Wagon and shit, you know? Must be fun. But no, he just sits there and just like, just by him saying this, I'm sure as well, he's like one of those like 3 times a week showerers as well. He probably recycles t-shirts more than 3 days, 4 days, wears the same undershirt for like a week. For sure. He definitely doesn't moisturize his feet or his legs. Just the things that are exposed, the neck, the face, and that's it. You know? But I definitely believe he's one of those like once a week, 2 times a week, if that, fucking showers for real. That he's so surprised that little baby's house is clean. Why isn't there like clothes all over the chairs? Why isn't there stuff lying around? It's like, what? Why would there be stuff lying around? I love Academics so much. I fucking love Academics. But yeah, big up NJ Ranger. $250 a day is fucking insane though, isn't it? It's fucking wild. But it's funny though, because all locales do the same thing, innit? I think even like DSP, Wings, Boogie, they all have crazy addictions to like fast food and ordering. And I think all of them, yeah, without exception, all of them are addicted to like the delivery apps. They don't even go to a drive-thru. They didn't even do the decent thing of like actually going and venturing and picking the stuff up, as NJ Ranger said. They all just sit there and just get it ordered to them. Or at worst, some of these guys will get their fans to just order them stuff. Like Wings will do that sometimes. You'll get these fans to like send him, I forgot what it is, the thing that he likes, the place that he likes to eat, and they'll send him stuff to eat and shit. I remember one time Wings of Redemption on his stream, his fans sent him a salad and he got pissed and he threw it in the bin. So angry. They sent him a salad with no like dressing and shit. He was so mad. He was actually angry. They sent him a salad. I fucking love it, honestly. I love it, man. That's such a good troll, isn't it? Sending someone like that a salad. Anyway, moving on. Two Bears, One Cave. Two Bears, One Cave is back. Bert Kreischer's back. There was an ongoing troll that I didn't comment on. I'm glad I didn't, because it's obviously a troll, where Tom Segura was telling everybody that Bert was suffering from some sort of like illness. I think he was going deaf or blind or couldn't speak, whatever. I don't know. He just took some time off. Maybe he went to rehab. Maybe he had a heart attack. Who knows? But he's back now. And this particular show is interesting. Not very interesting. I watched the whole thing. But there's a clip here towards the end that I want to talk about. Because I think they were talking about, in the episode, sometimes you do shitty things in life. And you don't do it because you're a shitty person. You do it just because you had a shitty moment. They're kind of like excusing some of the like poor behavior and bad things they did in the past. Very strange topic, whatever. But there's a story at the end where Leanne Kreischer comes on camera and she tells a story about one time where, you know, Bert was an unreasonable dickhead. And the story is kind of insane because it's like, why is this funny? Why do you allow it? And do you only allow it because your husband's a multi-millionaire and you get to just like chill at home? Is that why you allow this type of behavior? Because I don't think I could get away with talking to anybody, let alone my partner, like this. Allegedly. Let's listen to this story.
I need you to save me. I'm dying. I lost my mind. Sounds like there's one teed up in her mind.
No, there is.
Which one?
The one where we went camping with a group of families, and I was at the lake way
Hold on.
down.
Stop. Leanne, stop. Hold on, Tom. Hold on. Hang on.
No,
Stop.
no.
No.
This is so good.
This is my podcast. So, hold on. I need backstory. I need backstory on this. Okay, two things. Number one, up until the time, addicted to OxyContin, correct?
Excuse.
Okay, all right.
Who's addicted?
Me.
He wasn't addicted.
I
He's
was-
been on it for like 12 days because he fell
Not
off a
12 days.
waterfall.
I hate the way she does this. It was not 12 days.
It was.
It was more.
I love that little exchange, by the way. He said he was addicted to opioids. She says, you weren't addicted, you were on them for 12 days. You know, like we just see like Bert Kreischer's exaggerations and lies in full effect. I was addicted to opioids. It's like, you were on them for 12 days. Relax.
More. It was like 3 months.
No.
Whatever.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Split the difference. 14 days.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
So Leanne has a very alpha energy. She can change a tire. She can fucking change a spark plug. She can change oil. She knows all the shit about fucking man stuff because she grew up with a dad who basically was like, I'm going to teach you how to get through this world. I did not. I do not. However, I did grow up on a lake. I did grow up fishing.
What? What does growing up on a lake and growing up fishing have to do with being alpha and being a man? He just assumes because it was outdoors or something, that means that, you know, you're like handy or something. But it's also a really good insight into like one of his little insecurities, that he's not like a manly man. Or maybe because his dad was like a manly man and he's not a manly man. You know, there's definitely one of those little insecurities there. But let's just continue with the story and just listen to the story. It's fucking wild that they even share this because, you know, it makes Leanne Kreischer look a bit nuts, to be fair.
This is completely inconsequential to this.
Okay, you
story.
you fucking.
Okay.
Well, you better do it
just
here.
Well, I'm gonna over here. So you
Okay.
need it.
Yeah.
So we are with 4 families fishing, and he's in the cabin.
This is the worst.
And
this is the worst.
I am down at the lake with the kids. He's napping.
How old are the kids at this point?
Like maybe second grade.
Okay.
So 7, something like that. And I'm baiting a hook. Because the kids are fishing, and they're 7, so I'm baiting all their hooks. And they're fishing, and Bert comes out on the balcony and he goes, Leanne, come here, come here, come here, come here. So I go upstairs, he closes the door, and he goes, how dare you bait that hook in front of me? How dare you emasculate me like that? And I was like, you were asleep, and you were in the cabin. He was like, can't believe you do this to me all the time. All the time. And I was like, what's happening? What is happening? He goes,
can you imagine doing that to your wife? Can you imagine being annoyed that your wife is baiting the hooks or baiting the fishing rods because you're asleep? And then you get pissed off because what? It makes you look like less of a man that you're letting your wife do that while you're upstairs sleeping. He probably was sleeping because he was hungover. So maybe that insecurity. Can you imagine doing that to your wife in front of other people? There's other families there and you're screaming at her to come upstairs. It kind of made her look a bit nuts. Again, maybe this is all made up. Maybe this is couple stuff. It happens all the time. But it kind of makes her look insane. Like, how do you let this guy just talk to you like that? Like, how's he gonna? It's kind of maybe a form of gaslighting, isn't it? He's projecting some of his own insecurities onto you and trying to convince you that you did something wrong when you didn't really. Bizarre relationship.
he goes, I think I've married the wrong person.
All right, that's it. This episode's over. This episode's over. That's all. I want to thank our sponsors, BetterHelp. If you're dealing with anything in life and you think therapy is the answer for you,
I think I married the wrong person. But yeah, it just goes to show you guys out there. It just goes to show you guys out there how important it is to make money and to be successful in life. Because once you do, you can get away with quite a lot. You can get away with being a functioning alcoholic and a piece of shit husband. And more than likely, your wife is not going to leave you. Because where else would she go? You know? You are her only best hope. And more than likely, anyway, you're going to die before her anyway. So she's going to get to enjoy a second lease of life anyway once you pass away. So, you know, if you're out there and you're struggling to find a mate, you're out there, you're struggling to find a partner, a concubine, a companion, a wife, right? A BM. Just become successful in whatever field you're in. And you can get away with anything. You can get away with absolutely anything. That's for sure. It's just like, what? Because surely as a man, there has to come a point where, like, if your wife starts changing the car tire, even if you're not the most manliest of men, you have to take a look in the mirror and figure out a way to, like, regain control. You have to figure out a way to, like, do something. Whether you build an engine, whether you build a shed from scratch, whether you fix the fucking cooker. If your wife is out there in the garage, changing the tires, checking the pressure, changing the oil, right? If she's out there under the car, literally on her back, fixing that shit, you have to figure out a way to regain control of your relationship. You have to figure out a way to regain control of your manhood. You have to do something. I don't know, build a tank, you know, do something, man. You can't just, like, get pissed off, you know, and shout at her and tell her not to live her best life. Let her do her thing, but you have to do something else. I don't know, build another house from scratch or something. Do something, bro. You can't be letting her just, like, go out like that. You can't be doing that. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Let's continue. Let's talk about Brendan Schaub. So Brendan on the Schaub show decided to reply to Dricus du Plessis regarding all the stuff that went down with UFC 305, and Dricus coming out and having some very direct words to say to Brendan for his terrible prediction that Izzy would run through Dricus and that he would cement his legacy by then fighting Sean Strickland and then retiring and, you know, riding off to the sunset, all this sort of nonsense. He made this really crazy rubbish prediction. The worst part about the prediction for me was that his analysis was that Izzy would run through and destroy Dricus, which is obviously not the case. Anybody, myself included, who's a big Israel Adesanya fanboy, I did not think Izzy would run through Dricus. I was hoping he'd win,
most likely I was imagining a scenario where, you know, Izzy would win on points, but I did not for one moment think Izzy would absolutely destroy Dricus, because his fighting style and just his, you know, just him as a person is not the best match for Izzy and would give him a lot of issues. And obviously that led to be the case. And then Dricus obviously was able to get a sub. Anyway, long story short, Brendan decided to clap back and reply. So we're going to watch Brendan's reply to Dricus du Plessis and see what he has to say about himself, because it's going to be really funny. But before we do that, how do you pronounce Texas, people? Before we get into Brendan Shaw's reply to Dricus du Plessis, I want you people in the stream chat to tell me, how do you pronounce Texas? Please tell me in the stream chat how you guys pronounce Texas. I'd love you to know. Let me see if I can get this up here. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me a second here. How do you guys pronounce Texas? How do you pronounce it? Okay. Just keep it in mind.
Head on a swivel. Let's get right into it. UFC 305. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a...
you hear that?
Live fight. Off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a...
Austin what? Austin what? One more time.
Live. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a...
Austin, Texas? Have you ever heard somebody pronounce Texas that way? Austin, Texas. Hot topic. Big up Uche. How do you pronounce Texas? Hot topic. What's that state? What's that state? What's that state? What's that state? Yeah, hot topic. What's that state? It starts with a T. It starts with a T. It starts with a T. Hot topic. Imagine pronouncing Texas Texas. Texas. One more time. One more time.
5. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a...
And exactly, big up Uche for reading my mind. Big up Uche for reading my mind. I hope some of you motherfuckers down the stream chat will agree with me now, because some of you guys were giving me a lot of slack when I kept saying to you guys, I don't think Brendan has a speech impediment. I just think he's lazy. So sometimes he can't be bothered to pronounce the entire word, so he just bail because he thinks you know what he means anyway. So why bother saying the whole thing? Why bother correctly pronouncing something when I can get through the couple of, you know, the first few syllables and shit, and you'll kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. I can say Africa's a country. You know it isn't a country, but you know what I mean. You know? That's basically what he does. It's not a speech impediment. I honestly don't think he's just lazy. He just can't be bothered. Like, why say Texas when I could just say Texas and you know what I mean? That's essentially what he does. It's so infuriating. It's so infuriating. And he bails on the most easiest of words. Like it's Texas. Like, how could you bail on that? There's not even that many letters in there.
05. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a... 05. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a... 05. Your boy's fresh off the plane from Austin, Texas, where I did a...
Austin, Texas is absolutely incredible. Big up Mr. Bob Dublin. That's a hot take, AZ. I will have to agree to disagree. Fair play, I get it. The fucking speech impediment argument is very... There's no evidence there. CTE, I understand. But I swear to God, sometimes when he bails on words, I think it's because he just can't be bothered. He just wants to get to his point. He wants to get to the next topic. He just can't be bothered. Texas. You know what I mean. You gotta love a bit of Austin, Texas, innit? You gotta love a bit of Austin, Texas. You gotta love a bit of Austin, Texas. Anyway, moving on from that one, let's go to the response to DDP. Let's go to the response to Dricus du Plessis. Let's see what Brenda had to say about his horrible prediction and about Dricus du Plessis coming for him on social media. Let's hear what Brenda has to say about this. Let's zoom in a little bit. And maybe let's history. Let's maybe take a couple of these videos down so that it doesn't fucking lag too much. Let's take this down. Let's take that down. And let's continue on. Let's continue on. Oops, there you go. There's a video. Cool. Let's see Brennan Schaub's response to Dricus du Plessis calling him out for his terrible prediction for UFC 305. Let's see what he has to say on this one.
Against DDP. Yeah, I was wrong. And this is how it goes, man. This, you know, I'll give you a hot take. There's a reason a lot of people in the space don't make picks, or they do, and it's not clip worthy, or it's just, you know, they'll pick the entire card from the prelims to the main event, so it's not that big of a deal.
What? It's not clip worthy? Huh? They picked the whole card. So now he's trying to excuse what he's saying. In a way, he's trying to excuse the terrible prediction that he made by basically saying that I'm in the business of content creation. I've got to just like make shit up to like get money and to get views. What? So people, and I don't understand the point of like, there's some people out there that pick the whole entire card. What does that mean? So there's some people that watch, there's some people that I'm assuming he's trying to say will pick who they think is going to win of the entire card. Why is that a bad thing though? So they're picking who might win in prelims, early prelims and main card. What's wrong with that? Why is that a bad thing? Or does he mean they're going to pick, they don't make a decision, either or. They don't make a choice. They just decide to just, oh, you know, I'm just going to watch the fight type of thing. Is that what he's saying? I don't really understand that point. They're going to pick the whole card. What?
I go hard in the paint. Anything I do, I go over the top. It's just what I do.
You get a prediction incredibly wrong because you do no research, no analysis, no nothing. And then your excuse for it, instead of just saying, my bad, I fucked up, Dricus absolutely, you know, proved me wrong, and just move on, he's trying to like excuse it and make sense of it, or like act as if like he did nothing wrong really. It was all part of one big calculated game to get clicks and content. So, okay.
I go hard in the paint. If I'm DDP, I'd be offended too, man. I completely get it. Right after winning a world champion, would I get on Twitter and fire back?
Right after winning a world champion. You see what I mean? Instead of just saying right after winning a world championship, or right after winning the championship belt, he says world champion. You see what I mean about him just giving up on words? I'm not going to say the end of it. I'm just going to say champion. You get what I mean?
Get the hater? Probably not. I'd probably enjoy my world championship belt and the accomplishment of beating who I think is the greatest middleweight of all time. That's what I would do. But again, teach its own.
Teach its own. By the way, I also like how a man who was never close to being a champion, never close to challenging for a belt in any way, shape, or form, is telling a champion how they should conduct themselves, how they should act. I love it. When he was the one that made a terribly inaccurate call that went completely against what actually happened in the fight. But teach its own, by the way. Teach its own. Teach its own. Let's play that one more time. I want to hear that.
Is the greatest middleweight of all time. That's what I would do. But again, teach its own. You know, when I this middleweight of all time.
Teach its own.
That's what I would do. But again, teach its own. You know,
teach its own. There's no baseball in crying. Tag us. Teach its own. Teach its own. Oh, I love this guy so much, man. I love this guy so much.
You know, when I was fighting, was I champ? Nope. Top 10, yeah, closest I got. 10, you know, but it's a far cry from.
Was he top 10 anyway, or was he top 15? That's another lie again that he does that's just unnecessary, because top 15 is still impressive. Why lie and say you're top 10? Am I mistaken, or was he top 15? It's just like, why would you lie about that when there's evidence? We can just look and find out, and it probably disprove you. I think so. I remember checked one time. I think he was actually top 15 and not top 10. It's like, really?
DDP, man. So I get it. But even when I was in the top 10, I had a guy pick Mitrione. He picked Mitrione against me in an interview, and that'll add fuel to the fire. It pisses you off. So you see my dumbass, saying Izzy's gonna beat the shit out of him. Yeah, it's gonna get back to him, man. That's why a lot of people in the space don't do this. I'm different. I don't give a fuck. And you got to eat some crow, man. Yeah.
But it's not about not giving a fuck. It was just like a terrible pick to make. You can still think Izzy's gonna win. You can still predict Izzy to win. You can still hope Izzy will win without making some like insanely bad. Like, it's almost as if a part of me maybe believes that he is doing this on purpose as part of his like marketing approach, branding approach, or just a way to kind of like, cut through the noise and stand out because there's so many UFC people out there commentating and talking heads and pundits and stuff. He wants people to kind of hear what it's to say, recognize him, get the views up, help his show. So there's a part of me that probably thinks maybe there is, because he did it quite on purpose. He's like, oh yeah, chin, clip this chin, right? So maybe there's a part of me that believes this is all part of a plan to kind of get Sharp Show back, up where he thinks it belongs and get the views up and shit by saying these crazy things. But when you say crazy things, you have to be okay with people like laughing and scoffing and taking the piss out of your crazy things, just moving on. But he seems to like saying crazy shit for the sake of going viral, but then he doesn't like it when people call him out or say that he's dumb for it or laugh at him for it. It clearly affects him, It's like, but you can't do that. If you're going to be Mr. Hot Take McGee, if you're going to just say shit for the sake of saying shit, you have to have pretty thick skin. And you have to basically just not acknowledge most of the blowback and just keep it moving and just keep dropping another hot take until you just drown the entire fucking scene with just terrible hot takes after terrible hot take and people don't know where to start. But he doesn't seem like he likes that. He wants to just be able to like, troll or be a little bit of a, enfant terrible. But when people call him out, he's like, I was just joking, man. Just a prank. It's like, huh?
Hey, eat some crow cock, it's just what you got to do. It's like, I expect this stuff. And I was wrong, completely off. It wasn't a case of like Izzy versus Strickland, where Izzy didn't show up and Strickland beat the brakes off of him. And it was like a shell of what we're used to. DDP beat, man.
I love this now, by the way, right? After taking a piss out of Dricus du Plessis, after basically saying that he's no match for Izzy, now we turn into glaze mode for DDP. Standard Brendan, isn't it? Like, he tries to then overcompensate for the shitty things he says by going into hardcore glaze mode in the hopes that DDP and him become boys in the future or something. Like, you can't make this up.
The best version of Izzy I've ever seen. Like, kudos to him. And I was thinking about it, even after the campaign, or even during the campaign, I was like, I just can't, like, it's not that I can't give it up. I recognize, a champion when I see one. In the moment when you watch DDP fight, if someone came to you and was like, what's he do that's world class? I'm like, I don't know.
I find this interesting. I think as fans, we're allowed to maybe like scoff at DDP's fighting style and shit, and maybe question his, his status as champion and shit, whatever, as fans. We're just out here talking shit. But I think as a former fighter, this is a bit classless, isn't it? And also I find it weird because wasn't Brendan, he wasn't the crispest of fucking strikers in the world. If anything, he should maybe look at Dricus du Plessis and kind of warm to him a little bit, because he kind of got that gangly, cumbersome, awkward looking style. He should maybe have a little bit of affinity with Dricus and kind of maybe see a bit of himself in Dricus instead of like, looking down on him because he's got a fight style that isn't aesthetically pleasing to the eye. I don't know. I just find it weird, especially somebody that's a former fighter as well. It just comes a little bit, mean spirited and maybe a little bit jealous. I don't know. Maybe I'm waffling.
So I spent Sunday night reviewing all DDP's fights from KSW to his fights in the UFC, looking at his 2 losses. And there's comments.
So why didn't you do that before you made a prediction that Izzy would walk through him? Bloody hell.
Theme, like if there's a common theme, the guy's an absolute winner. And if this is a video game, DDP is, if you're given, I don't know what EA Sports rankings they give him, I don't give a shit about that, but if you look at just everything that he does, everything's an 8. You give everything about an 8. Cardio 8. Striking 8. Grappling 8. Wrestling 8. And then over here, the ability to win, a 10.
Wouldn't you say it's a 7 though? If you're gonna make this point, wouldn't it make more sense to say he's like a 6 or a 7 in each category? But then when you combine all of those categories together, plus his heart and his toughness, he then becomes a very different type of animal. Wouldn't that make more sense to say he's an 8? Because wouldn't 8 mean he's kind of elite in all those categories? And is he really elite in all those categories? Or are people impressed that he's able to put all that shit together with cardio, with the ability to never give up, with that fucking grit, with that power? Wouldn't that make more sense as analysis? It's like, honestly, like, I don't know. I think because in football, especially in the UK, a lot of like pundits, even the ones that are clueless, they still have a decent hot take in them. In a season, they might say a lot of shit, but they'll still be able to pull out a decent hot take because they played the game. These motherfuckers played the game. They won trophies. They played under great managers. They played in great teams. They played in great matches, memorable ones and shit, blah, 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 blah. So even the most clueless TalkSport hired football pundit will at least have one good hot take per year. At least one. To remind you, oh shit, this person played in the Premier League for fucking 20 plus years. No wonder. Brendan's the only person who I've seen in professional sports who seems to like, it's made no, like, he has a worse opinion of somebody that you meet in like a hostel watching UFC on a laptop. He has no idea what he's talking about. And it's wild because this is the era of being a UFC fan where you can watch literally every fight card you want on the internet. Illegally, free if you want to. From all different types of fight promotions across the world. On YouTube alone, for most fighters, you can watch every single fight that they've done. Or that they fought in. Every single fight. You can watch every bit of tape. Everything if you want to. So for him to be like this clueless with all this information that's available and being an actual fighter that got into that octagon and fought people is insane to me, bro. It's insane to me. Like, it really does baffle me. I'm like, wow, how are you so clueless? Like, I don't understand it. Like, well, how do you just not understand the sport? And you actually do this as a job now as a commentator person, and you also did it as a job as a fighter in the past, and you live in LA, and your friend is Joe Rogan. It's just like, how are you so clueless? It's like, wow. Yeah, big up Tony F. Big up Coiler. AZ Freestyle MMA takes 100 times better than the guy who was in the UFC. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I'm talking out my ass as well. We're all talking out our ass. Maybe no one is right. I just find Brendan's opinion for him being an ex-pro to be fucking insane sometimes. Big up Tony FM. 100% agree. Same reason US presidents refrain from commentating on successes. Exactly. He never watched those fights. Exactly, TV Hut. Turkish man claiming white-hating man. Good David Guerrero is hilarious. Turkish man claiming white-hating on a white man claiming African. What a? Yo, big up Fashion Road, man. How you doing, my friend? Brendan thinks because he was in the UFC, he's a good fighter. It's like an NBA player who dominated black players before black players were allowed. It's even worse than that, guy. It's even worse than that. He does this thing, and I think he might do it in this clip. He does this thing where sometimes you'll say, like, when he's talking about troll, he'll be like, oh yeah, I'll fuck anybody up. No, he won't say that, obviously, I'm paraphrasing. But he'll be like, oh yeah, the only person that could fuck me up is Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, and John Jones. If your name isn't those guys, I'm going to give you trouble. Like, he'll say that type of stuff. And you're like, hold on. I watched you fight, though. You lost to people that were far worse than them. Why are you making it sound like the only people that could beat you up now in your 40s, with you not fighting, you haven't fought in like 10 plus years, or maybe more, or maybe less. You don't roll anymore. You don't hit pads. You don't really give a shit about fighting that much. Why would you think that you could like beat up everybody now? Like that comparison is always like, okay, I guess. I feel like he's 25 nicotine pouches in his mouth. Yep. Oh, also, by the way, observation here. Have you noticed something with his face, by the way? It looks like the Ozempic is wearing off. Have you guys spotted that? The Ozempic is wearing off, by the way. I forgot to mention this from the last T-Fat-K. I think it happens, right? I think I read articles about where if you stop doing it, you gain the weight back quite quickly. He looks a bit more filled out. He's looking a bit more puffy. I don't know if it's because he's drinking whiskey or because he's eating donuts and shit, having allergic reactions, but he's looking a little bit puffy. I think the Ozempic prescription ran out. I think the Ozempic prescription ran out. I could be wrong, but I think it ran out.
So what makes DDP special, when again you look at KSW, which is a hell of an organization, and he was a champion there. Look at his UFC fights, you know, just he's the best in the division at figuring out a way to win.
Assad, you and me both, my friend. You and me both. I pray to God he gets back on the whiskey. Batch 2. You and me both, my friend. Oh, what I would do to see him back on stream with those glasses, with a heavy tumbler and that glassy look on his face, right? And he's sipping at 9 in the morning, like just straight, no brushing, because he doesn't brush his teeth. He hasn't even brushed his teeth, and he's just taking the fucking whiskey straight to the face. I would give some hard-earned money to watch him drink again like that on stream, on podcasts again. And the acid reflux up, like the constant acid reflux, like just, oh, I would love that era to come back again. Please start drinking again. Please start drinking again.
And the thing he has over all these other opponents that I've watched is he's impossible to prepare for, because...
Hold on, how did you pronounce impossible?
He's impossible to prepare.
Did he pronounce impossible like he's pronouncing the Paul brothers? Impossible. Is that like Logan Paul's new podcast? Impossible. What?
Opponents that I've watched is he's impossible to prepare for.
He's brilliant. Impossible. Okay.
Because when you're fighting Izzy, you know it's going to be a striking match. When you're fighting Strickland, you know it's going to be a boxing match. When you're fighting Hamza, you can expect some wrestling. You're fighting Bo Nickel, you expect some wrestling.
Look at him now, because he got that terrible hot take done about Dricus. He's now rattling off these names and trying to act like he's knowledgeable. Just all you gotta do is just do some research before you give your hot take. You can still have a hot take, but you should hot take be informed. He's trying to overcompensate now because he feels like, you know, people think he's an idiot and he's clueless. He's naming all these fighters in a row.
Hey, Sorry. These kids, man.
He's just smiling, dude.
Yeah, these kids. So when you're fighting these...
And in case you're wondering, that was Brendan Schaub's kids, both of them, in the studio. Now, should I do a little bit of Danny from the Stop conspiracy theory time? Should we go down conspiracy theory road? Why are Brendan Schaub's kids in the studio with him? He never really hangs out with them outside of the studio or inside the studio. Why are they at the studio? Could it be that the money's running out and there's no money to pay for the Honduran, Nicaraguan, Mexican, Bolivian nannies that were looking after them? Has the nanny money run out? Has the nanny money run out?
These other guys, there's one thing they're very dominant at, and you can game plan for that. With DDP, because he's so well rounded.
Yeah, big up Super Joe. Divorce beat. Nah, divorce is never happening between them. Joanna's staying. She's staying like Leanne Crasher, mate. She ain't going anywhere. She's there until the end. That woman's not going anywhere. That woman is not going anywhere for sure. She's not going anywhere. Brendan will probably leave her before she leaves him. She ain't going anywhere.
He's tough to prepare for because he's going in there and he makes it a straight up fight. It's not the sexiest thing. You can point out certain flaws about him, you know, when he's blitzing and when he misses, boy, does he miss. And you're like, God, his technique's awful. On certain times, like when he blitzes and he misses and his head's over his feet and he's swinging and you're like, God, that's world class. And the answer is yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the answer is yeah. He just finds a way to win. And the other thing that I found out about DDP just doing all this research on him is
he keeps mentioning of all this research he did, watching YouTube videos like the rest of us. All this research, he got given special documents, a special dossier, right? A special file on Dricus du Plessis. He knows his coach. Dricus du Plessis' coach is a big fan of T-Fat K. And gave Brendan some never before seen images and clips and training footage.
He might get to, when it comes to exhaustion in the octagon, especially in the Strickland fight, especially in this Izzy fight, everyone gets tired. Even if they're known as cardio machines, everyone gets tired in a fight. I don't care if it's Lance Armstrong in a fight. Everyone's going to get fatigued. DDP might get fatigued sooner than them, but his head's still above water. And eventually his opponent also gets to here. And DDP can get.
I love how he like has to sign out things to make his point. But it also is giving it's giving my old friend up there, isn't it?
Also gets to here. And DDP can get through that. He can survive that. He's just so goddamn tough. Even though he's here, you're gonna get there, and then as the fight goes on, you're gonna start to sink. DDP just
big up Joe. Jesus, his breakdowns are fucking mind numbing. Yeah, you know why? Because he's trying to make up for. This is what I'm saying to you. He enjoys having hot takes. He enjoys causing a little bit of commotion. But he doesn't like it when people call him out and say he's got terrible takes and say he's an idiot and say he's a flipping redact and shit. He doesn't like that. So then when he comes on the following week after having terrible fight picks, right? Very uninformed ones, he tries to overcompensate and make up for all that shit and prove to the doubters that, no, I actually know what I'm talking about when it comes to the sport. But then he ends up just meandering and, he's way like he is now. So it's almost as if, like, maybe do some of that research before you give your hot takes, before you make your predictions, so you don't then have to, like, try to, like, save face after the fact. But hey, what do I know?
He stays right there the entire time. The water's there, and you're starting to sink even lower. And he might have got there faster, whether it's the first round, second round, third round, but he can still navigate. And
what? Hold on. Stevie Castaneda. He said you're gonna sink, but the fake water he was using went down. Hold on. I have to see this. Hold on. I didn't notice this. Hold on. I didn't notice this. Hold on. Look how long he's doing this for, by the way. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what you said.
Even if they're known as cardio machines, everyone gets tired in a fight. I don't care if it's Lance Armstrong in a fight. Everyone's gonna get fatigued.
Okay, everyone gets tired.
DDP might get fatigued sooner than them.
He might get sooner.
But his head's still above water. And eventually his opponent also gets to here.
Okay.
And DDP can get through that. He can survive that. He's just so goddamn tough. Even though he's here,
swimming, yeah.
You're gonna get there.
Yeah.
And then as the fight goes on, you're gonna start to sink. DDP he stays right there the entire time. The water's there, and you're starting to sink even lower. And he might have got there faster, whether it's the first round, second round, third round, but he can still navigate and stick to his game plan or stick to and fight.
Brendan would be the type of person to drown when the water's going down. He still finds a way to drown. Like, God almighty.
Find his ability to win, even though he's here. He'll get there faster, and he might look fatigued faster than he did in this Izzy fight, but he can still execute. And these other guys can't. You saw Izzy have a lapse in judgment with his fighting, with his game plan, and because DDP's not all the way down here and just getting abused, he takes advantage of it. So when you look at DDP, the narrative of not world class, that ain't gonna work anymore. You look at his resume, it's insane, dude. The Robert Whitaker, the Strickland, yeah, to have Strickland winning, yeah, but he won.
Hold on.
The Robert.
Did he say resumes? So they're saying resume.
When you look at DDP, the narrative of not world class, that ain't gonna work anymore. You look at his resume, it's
the English language kicks Brendan Schaub's ass on the daily, innit? The English language just kicks his ass so hard every day. Resumes. What?
The narrative of not world class, that ain't gonna work anymore. You look at his resume, it's
resumes. Is that like when you? What's resumes? Is that like? Is that like when you work with your flatmates? or is that like a new app where you upload your resume on the app and it matches you with other people who are also have the same resume, and then you guys can help each other, like fine tune your resumes to get jobs or something. Resumes. What? Resumes. One more time. Sorry, one more time. I apologize. One more time.
DDP, the narrative of not world class, that ain't gonna work anymore. You look at his resume, it's insane, dude. The Robert Whitaker, the Strickland, yeah, to have Strickland winning, yeah, but he won. Found a way to win. I know it doesn't matter what we think. Found a way to win. Izzy fight. Going into that fourth round, you probably have it 2-1 Izzy. 2-1 Izzy. Found a way to win. He's just very tough to game plan for. And he's a guy that, his background, you would say, is kickboxing. He was 33-0 in kickboxing, amateur kickboxing. Won a gold for South Africa in kickboxing. I think he's the first ever South African. Was it WAKO?
Look at him listing off all Dricus du Plessis' accolades. He really wants Dricus to be his friend, innit? He really wants Dricus to be his friend now. Now that Izzy's lost, he's completely abandoned him. He's that fucking Toy Story meme. He's abandoned Izzy. He's got a new toy now. He wants to be Dricus' new friend. Look at the fucking glazing he's doing now. Fucking hell.
World Championship by winning gold in K1 style boxing. But you wouldn't say he's a world-class kickboxer in the octagon. Again, because we're used to the Izzies, the Alexes of the world, the Wonder Boys, this super high level. You would say he's just the best fighter. He's just good at everything, and he exposes it. And he's a big brute, dude. He's a lot to deal with. And these guys on the feet, they have to respect him on the feet. He can net it on the feet. If he goes to the ground, he'll find a submission. Is he, Mackenzie Dern or Gilbert Burns on the ground? Nope. He's not a 10 down there. He's an 8. Is he a 10 on the feet? Nope.
If he's an 8, why did you say that Izzy would walk through him and piece him up and make light work of him? If he's an 8, if he's as good as a fighter as you think he was, why did you say Izzy would just destroy him? How does that make sense? Especially when we all know Izzy's not the best on the ground. Why would somebody that's an 8 on the ground lose so easy to somebody that only can hurt them on their feet? Come on, man.
He's an 8. But he just figures out a way. He just always figures out a way to get the job done. That's what he's world class at. Toughness, 10. Another thing, you don't really see him get hit.
Oh, by the way, that's the point I wanted to make. I saw that clip. Do you remember the amount of times that Brendan has said in the past where he's got really angry at Brian Callen because Callen said, "Oh, I need that fucking screen grab there. Sorry, I need that fucking screen grab. I need that. Do you remember in the past where Brendan's been really pissed when Brian says something like, "Oh, this so and so fight is really tough"? You remember that? Because he thinks it's lazy analysis. Oh, everyone's tough. But I think it's one of those things that he does where it's like a projection, like he kind of gets insecure because I guess in his fight career, maybe a part of why he didn't maybe reach the heights that he thought he could have reached was because he lacked a bit of that toughness. And it's sometimes a reminder constantly when you hear it. Because I never understood why he would poo-poo away the point that toughness doesn't matter, like everyone's tough that fights, when obviously there's levels to toughness. There's levels to everything. Right, there's levels of grappling, to striking, mental fortitude, grit, cardio, whatever. There's levels to everything. So there are people in the UFC rankings who maybe don't have the talent and the skill that other people have, but they also don't have a desire or willingness to quit. They actually would die in that octagon. So I'm sure that might help you in some respects, in some fights. So when Brendan would always dismiss the toughness thing, I always thought to myself, I wonder if he does that because he himself wasn't tough and he gets a bit insecure that he wasn't able to kind of overcome that. So when somebody keeps mentioning it, it's a reminder of the thing that he was kind of lacking. Because now he repeats it, by the way. He says it now. Dricus du Plessis tough. It's like, I thought you didn't like that word.
Always figures out a way to get the job done. That's what he's world class at. Toughness, 10. Another thing you don't...
Joe, AZ, what do you do with all these screen grabs, mate? What do you think? What do you think? From what you've seen of me on the streams, what do you think I get up to? What do you think I get up to those screen grabs? Exactly. Come on. Don't ask me questions you know the answers to.
Don't really see him get hit much. There's something he said. You make fun of when he misses with these big loopy punches and he does these blitzes and when they don't work. Sure. He's doing something right, though. His defense is pretty good.
I didn't even see that point. Big up Asad Aziz, I completely missed that one. He just said someone who is the best kickboxer in South Africa isn't world class. The fact that he is makes him world class. Absolute idiot, yeah. I didn't even notice that. Kickboxers in South Africa don't count. It don't count.
Assume Robert Whitaker, who looks for that, could counter and take his lights out. Nope. You would assume Izzy could take advantage of that. He's seen it before at that world kickboxing level. Nope. No. Did you see Izzy land anything significant, like to the face? Some of the shots really is more of the body work. Really lit him up in the body. That's a sign of toughness, the body. So you look at him and all signs point is he should have won the fight.
Great insight.
You look at before the Robert Whitaker fight, Robert should usually win that fight. You look at the two style matchups, that's a disaster for DDP. You look at Izzy, that's a disaster for DDP. You look at Strickland, like, yeah, man, with the volume, with his cardio issues, that's going to be tough for him. But he just finds a way to win. He's well-rounded at everything. He's probably the most well-rounded champ we have. John Jones is up there. Aspinall's up there. But the lower weight classes, everyone's a specialty, not DDP. He's damn good at everything. The best? Nope. No. There's no argument there. He's not the best at striking. He's not the best at grappling. There's literally there's certain specialists, that's all they do. But that's the only way they can win. DDP can win on the feet, heavy hands. Yeah, he might miss, but boy, if one of those lands, it's over. That's what you gotta worry about. That's why he gets the respect from these world-class strikers. On the ground, is he gonna, dude, you go down there, is he that guy like Mackenzie Dern or Charles Oliveira where if it goes to the ground, it's over right away? Nope. He'll find a way, though. Over time, he'll find a way. Again, he's an 8 at everything. But an absolute 10, if we could go higher, you would give it to him at finding a way to win. Just a brute. Your boy was wrong. Your boy was wrong. And it's not, again, this is a different conversation. If Izzy looked like a shell of himself and got another DUI like he did in the Strickland fight, there was none of that. That's a damn good Izzy. He beat him, man. Took his best shot and beat him.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it was damn good.
Kudos. He's a beast. Nothing but respect. Nothing but respect.
There we go, man. There's Brendan Schaub's walk back and cope and glazing session for DDP. I would actually prefer that if he just stood on what he originally said. That's my prediction. Sometimes you get it wrong, sometimes you get it right. Suck my dick. I would actually prefer if he did that. Just stand on your shit. Instead of this, like, walk back, it's not my fault, I'm just making content, then goes into like a heavy glaze session where he tries to make you believe that he sat down after the fact. So the research he didn't do before the card, he now wants you to believe he did the research after the card and watched all of DDP's fights from all the other divisions he was in, or organizations, and then came to the conclusion, oh, actually, Dricus du Plessis is actually amazing. I was incorrect. It's like, what? Honestly, man, I really like this guy, man. I swear to God, I really like Brendan. Brendan's just a gift that keeps on giving. It's almost impressive how consistently redacted he is. It's honestly impressive. Next clip. We got the other one now where he responds to Sean Strickland. He responds to Sean Strickland going off on social media. Now, let's continue. I wonder how he's going to respond to Sean Strickland. I wonder what he's going to say. Will he stand on his shit? Will he walk it back? Will he try and pretend him and Sean Strickland are boys and it's all part of one big bit? Let's see what he says.
Strickland, we get into it on social media. Strickland's my guy. Love Strickland. Me and him had a conversation. He's like, hey, I love you, man. Like, it's all good. I'm like, no.
Sean Strickland's a big fan. Sean Strickland apologized. He said he loves me. Honestly, I love Papa so much. Of course, Sean Strickland apologized. Sean Strickland told me he loved me. Even though he's been dunking on me on the internet, he's been laughing at me, dissing me, saying mean things about me, encouraging my detractors and trolls to say mean things about me. Yeah, he just loves me. That's just how he plays.
Hey, dude, I'm not that guy. He thought I was upset. Dude, I got 3 kids. I'm 41. I'm not worried about shit talking on Twitter, Instagram, dude. It's the last thing I'm worried about. I'm not worried about that stuff. I get it, dude. I get all of it. His team, fuck yeah, I'd be offended, dude. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I get it. I was offended. I'm not the guy that goes to Twitter and, when I was fighting, I didn't. Twitter.
I get why he's offended. I'm offended. What? Immediately makes it about himself. Oh, classic.
It wasn't even that big, but even then, it was still around. I had it, but I went on Twitter and called the journalist out or the entertainer on YouTube, saying I suck or I'm gonna lose this fight. It's just not what I did. It's just not what I do. But yeah, DDP, nothing but love for him. I'm sure me and him would be boys if we ever met.
Oh my God, man. I don't know. Wants to be boys with DDP. Sean Strickland is my guy. He apologized. Oh yeah. I don't know. What more can we say? What more can we say about all of this shit? What more can we say? Hey, what more can we say? Oh, yo, big up the stream chat. Wagwan. Let's see what you guys are saying. What you guys saying here? This whole career has just been picking the favorite. His whole career has just been picking the favorites. Big up Keith T. Yeah. Which again, I don't have a problem with keep picking the favorites. Just stand on your shit. It's not that big of a deal. Everyone has their biases. Everyone has their favorites. Just stand on it. It's not that big of a deal, really. It's more so the way it's actually the way he comes to his conclusions that's more of the issue. And then the fucking walk back and, retconning as well is fucking annoying. Is Tiger Fick discontinued? Anyone know? Allegedly, Joe, Tiger Fick has got some deal with, what's his name? With that American football player. He's going to buy it all out, allegedly. That was what we were told. What is it saying here? Pick up high stakes games. I can't stand Sean Strickland. I don't mind him, man. He's a bit crazy, you know. I like my fighters like that. Mike Perry, Sean Strickland, like clearly, like the type of people that even if they weren't in the UFC, they'd be fighting in like bars and shit. I quite like that version of fighters. I don't really like the athlete fighters, you know, the ones that are like in it for the sport of fighting, you know. I like the guys who are like kind of mean and kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like those type of fighters, like unhinged characters, like proper unhinged characters. I don't mind them. The kind of people who like UFC saved them. If they weren't in the UFC, they'd either be in prison or they'd be causing a ruckus where they live. I kind of like that psycho. I'm not gonna lie. So as much as Sean Strickland might annoy you, I know I get it. He warms my heart how unpredictable and crazy he is. I think there's even videos of like him and his brother like fighting people on the street and shit, like crazy shit. I like that. I like that. I like that. I wouldn't want to be at the end of any of those punches, but I like it. Type of friend to beat up Steve will do it over Twitter drama. A couple of true, Chris Mack. That's completely gone over the radar, isn't it? We completely forgot about that one. He's saying I'll come out throwing hands on LA streets. Remember him threatening Steve will do it. He's seriously out here throwing hands in LA. What's this? I just got back from vacation. I called Rogan a right-wing person, and this person came to defend him, saying I needed proof. Right-wing person. We say Rogan's is Rogan right-wing, or is he just like doing that whole centrist thing that people do nowadays? I don't even think he's brave enough to say he's right-wing. Like Rogan nowadays is not the most courageous guy in the world. Like that walk back of that RFK endorsement was so bizarre. It was such a middle of the road thing to say, and he completely panicked. Like no. Like I don't even know. Is Rogan even right-wing? Like honestly, has he ever said that? I know he kind of like teases and is sympathetic to them and shit, and kind of plays up to their talking points. But has he actually said he's right-wing? What do you call it? Not only the way, big up Asad Aziz, not only the way does he come to his conclusions, which is wrong, it's the way he phrases things. Izzy will beat the shit out of him. Crazy. Exactly, Asad. Didn't he now you said it that way, wasn't that the thing that triggered what's his face? The guy that said to him to fuck off behind the stage. Wasn't that what he triggered him? He said he's going to tee off on him, right? He said Conor McGregor was going to tee off on him. It's like for Brendan, somebody that clearly is thin-skinned and gets hurt by people's words, you'd think he'd be a little bit more sensitive to how people receive his words. Instead of just say, especially fighters, like, they're all sensitive anyway, like, especially being a former fighter, like, have some tact, man. Have some class. Like, he's gonna walk through, it's like, beat the shit out of him. It's like, what? Beat the shit out of him. Like, bloody hell. Big up Uche. As did you see Ethan Klein and Bradley Martin? Yeah. I saw that. That's something I'll actually prepare those clips. I forgot to fucking do that. Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that for the next episode, which will be on the Random Show channel. If you're not subscribed to there, make sure you subscribe to there. The link is in the description. This will be the last Random Show live stream on this channel. If you want to see more Random Show live streams, please subscribe to my Random Show channel. Link is in the description. It is at Random Show AZ, but there's link in the description down below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will go over that Ethan Klein thing. By the way, I need to find out, someone told me in the comments, but I need to find out why Ethan Klein and Andrew Schultz have beef, because it seems like Ethan doesn't like Andrew at all. Like, he really doesn't like him. He made a point during that pod. I think I saw a clip on the Comedy Enforcement clip. He spoke about it a little bit, but I need to find out what actually is Ethan Klein's problem, because I know he doesn't like Brendan because of the whole Bobby Lee thing, and he said some things about Joe Rogan, but Ethan doesn't like Schultz, bro. He doesn't like Schultz. I wonder why. He really doesn't like Schultz. It's like, shit. I'm here for that beef. I'm here for it. I'm here for that beef. I'm here for that back and forth. That'd be quite funny. I'm here for that back and forth. I'm here for it. Rogan is Tommy Robinson with salsa. Wow. Andy Ward. Rogan is Tommy Robinson with salsa on it. I think the better way to put it is Rogan is Tommy Robinson. No, it doesn't work that way, does it? Doesn't work. You the way you said it works properly. I was going to say something else, but damn it. I was going to say that Rogan is Tommy Robinson with baked beans on it, or you say Tommy Robinson is Rogan with baked beans. But regard, doesn't make any sense. Anyway, let's continue. Next clip on this particular one we'll talk about. Oh, this clip is titled "Bappa is gonna kill somebody." Now, I could be being hyperbolic. I could be just being crazy like I usually am. But I feel like I've got a good handle and a good fucking pulse on some of the things Brenda might do and won't do. So, let's play this clip. I have a feeling there will come a point where Brendan's going to physically assault somebody in real life. I don't know who it's going to be. It might be me. It might be Unique. It might be Bobby Lee. Right? Somebody's going to get the shit beaten out of them by Brendan sometime soon. He's close to cracking. There's a rage brewing underneath that kind of calm exterior. Under all that fucking truck merch, there's a rage bubbling up there. And we saw a little bit of it with the Starbucks story. He's waiting for somebody to just press his buttons enough to just give him an excuse to just turn their lights off. Listen.
Got you covered. DrinkSafetyShot.com, promo code Brendan. Let's get back to the program.
Okay, so this is at the Invitational as well, and this is Marab. So I guess they put Sean O'Malley on the big screen, and then some guy was yelling at Marab, like talking shit, and then this is what Marab did.
He's going, no.
Let me play it again.
Yeah, my boy Jesse has it. Yeah, I was just about to say that. The hot girl's like, I'm out of here.
The music scene.
Oh shit. Good call.
Look at the guys going, no. Yeah, man. Fuck around, find out. The hot girl's like, I'm out of here. Look, he's how scared. Oh, he grabs his hair.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good for him. That guy's so embarrassed.
That's the second time Rob's done that too. He climbed up like the bleachers before.
And when these guys stop fucking around with these monsters. Yeah. Armin Sarukian, we punch that fan on the way to the octagon. Yes. Yeah, man. Fuck around and find out. Yeah. No. It's not the internet. It's in real life. And certain people have a set of skills that can end your life when you talk like you do on social media.
Jesus Christ. Certain people have a certain set of skills that could end your life. Brendan wants to kill someone, innit? He would love to kill someone from the Frightened Kid subreddit. He would love to kill somebody from that Frightened Kid subreddit, for sure. He would love to kill someone for making memes and compilations about all the dumb shit I say. I want to kill you.
To me, it's not real. You're from the comfort of your home. You got, your slippers on, your robe, and talking shit to these world-class fighters. Like, oof. And then you do it in person. He's like, that guy should be the epitome of internet troll. He's like, no. It's like, yeah, man. That's how this works out, dude.
Look how happy he is. Look how genuinely happy he is imagining killing somebody, killing a troll, killing a Redditor. Look how happy he is. Like, he's gleefully imagining putting his entire fist through someone's face. He fucking hates. He's gonna fuck somebody up, man. Honestly, someone's gonna die. Honestly, he's gonna fuck somebody up. I swear to God.
He's gonna grab your hair like a little bitch. And you're gonna do nothing about it. And you're lucky he just grabbed your hair like that and shook it. It's just so, but also that's so degrading.
It is, dude.
Just grabbed his hair and shook it. The hot girl's like, see ya.
Oh, bloody hell. Big up him. Oh, yeah, and also big up, what do you call it? I just actually noticed, I don't think I was reading your name just as a name, but big up High Stakes Gaming, who was in the stream chat earlier as well. Check out High Stakes Gaming. They've got a really good channel as well, analyzing and talking about some of this bullshit. But it's nice because, you know, it's a female, and sometimes listening to us males all the time can get a little bit boring, a little bit repetitive. So it's nice to have a homeless cat, you know, that doesn't have a wee-wee, you know? It's nice to have a homeless cat that doesn't have a wee-wee that's also talking about some of these guys. So check out High Stakes Gaming. I'm sure some of you guys know who High Stakes Gaming is. They do very, very good content. So big up High Stakes Gaming for hanging out. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. Okay? Cool. Bless. Cool. Bless. What I would like to see though is some more like women on women hate, you know what I mean? Start covering more of the, like, I don't know, Nikki Glazer, Whitney Cummings shit, you know what I mean? Just start getting in on them, just like that would be fun to watch. Seeing all those girls panic. There's this channel that keeps talking about me. That'd be good to watch, but hey, what do I know? I'm not encouraging anything, am I? Because I'm demonetized. I can't encourage anything. Love speech, love speech, love speech, love speech. Continuing on. Last clip here, courtesy of this. Last clip from this particular episode. Last clip. There's another truck giveaway happening, people. Could you believe that? For some reason, Brendan thinks it's a good idea to do another truck giveaway. This one's gone so well, he's going to do another one very, very soon. Crazy. Listen to the announcement. Another truck giveaway. Can you imagine?
Super solid. Is that it, Chin?
That's it.
All right, kids. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. It's available wherever you listen to podcasts. Yeah, I was wrong on DDP. Oh no! Oh!
That's a
less than 2 weeks, man. Drive fast, all gas. I'm sick of promoting this freaking truck, dude. The next one we do, which will probably be in November, won't do 8-week campaign, man. It's
the next one is in November. He's actually going to do another truck giveaway in November. It's like, what is happening? Who's funding this bullshit? Like, who is funding this shit? Who is paying for this shit? Surely there can't be that much of a return on it. And I have a feeling too, like, doesn't exhaustion come into it? Maybe you can get away with selling a bit of merch for raffle tickets to win a truck the first time, but I don't think you can go back to that well often. I think you're going to struggle to sell as many pieces of merch the first time they did the second time they did the first time. I'm sure that's the case, because whoever didn't win isn't going to be encouraged to go get another one. They're going to be like, you know what, fuck this, waste of time, waste of money, and they're just not going to rebuy. They're just not going to go through the whole process again. So I wonder how that November one will work. Or maybe he's just saying this to be optimistic, and similar to like T-Fat-K Live at the Vulcan, the Red and Sea thing, they did one show and it never happened again. So maybe this is just like him coping. Maybe this is him coping. Maybe this could be just him coping and wishing for the best. But it seems bizarre to like do this, man. It seems bizarre. It seems bizarre. It seems bizarre to like still be pushing this grift. Like, really? Another one in November? Yeah, oh, exactly. Oh, big up Coiler. I didn't even think about that, Coiler. I didn't even think about that. But big up Coiler. 200k truck giveaways. 0 channel growth. Business Shark. I didn't even think about that. Because the giveaway is kind of like a call to action, isn't it? Kinda. Even though he's not really been... Yeah, even though he's not really been pushing it that much, isn't it? I don't think I've heard him say the words, make sure you subscribe to be also in it. Obviously, he can't say it. I think that's cheating and it would go against the rules and definitely would probably get him in trouble. But I haven't even heard him say something along the lines of like, please subscribe in order to increase your chances of winning the raffle or something. Nothing. He's just been talking about buying merch. Buy merch to increase your chances of winning. Like new merch is dropping, limited edition merch. So like all this stuff you're doing for this truck giveaway, where are those people going? Are they signing? Is there even a Drive Fast All Gas Instagram channel? Instagram account? I don't think there is. There's just a fucking YouTube page, but then he's posting most of it on his own Instagram page, and then he's talking about it's all over the shop, man. It's all over the shop, and then he's doing another one in November. This has to be money laundering, isn't it? There has to be some sort of money laundering involved here. Maybe doing raffles in a way, there's a way that you can twist it into like a tax thing, then it's a charity thing, maybe it's a non-profit thing. I don't know. There has to be some sort of money laundering thing going on, because I don't believe for one moment, because he's talking about this merch too much. He's talking about his merch too much. And it feels like to me he hasn't sold as much. So if he hasn't sold as much the first time, why would you do it again the second time? Especially given all the minimums you have to order. Most merch you have to order like pretty high minimums. So you're gonna go through investing all that money into all these minimums of this like seasonal merch that isn't gonna look good. I don't know, man. I don't know. Whatever's going on here, it's troubling. But somehow he has the money and the funds and the availability to run this back again in November. Let's see if it plays out that way.
Exhausting. But there is less than 2 weeks. You got 1 week and 5 days left to get it done. DriveFastAllGas.com. We released a bunch of new merch. The shirt you see me wearing here. We have bundles. We got this yellow hat I'm rocking. The yellow shirt, Drive Fast. King Shocks collab. It's all over, man. So get you some right now. Go to DriveFastAllGas.com. Shirt, hat, tee, tank. We got it all bundle. And you can win this badass truck, the Raptor R Killer, man. So get you some. Ends August 31st.
So exciting.
And then the third party selects the winner. And then we fly you out and you get a truck. That's how this works. DriveFastAllGas.com. Love you guys. I'm out.
So you also get a free flight. You also get a free flight. That's pretty good, isn't it? You also get a free flight. That is a pretty good deal. I'm not gonna lie. That is a pretty good deal. You win, right? You pay £40 for a t-shirt. That gets you an entry to the raffle. You might win, and then you also get a flight if you win to LA or Texas or wherever to go pick up the truck. And you most likely pick it up at Brendan's house. It's gonna be covered in shit. It's gonna have a ton of miles in it. Maybe Brendan's fucking big gold cup in the fucking cup holder, because he's been driving it around like it's his own car, and you have to like quickly take out his shit before he gives it to you. Honestly, man, like, let's see how it plays out. But don't be surprised if you see a CoffeeZilla video on Brendan. Don't be shocked if you see a CoffeeZilla video about Brendan, honestly, because this is giving SCAM. I swear to God it is. This is giving SCAM. But again, what do I know? Absolutely nothing, my friends. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Okie dokie. Let's see what else I've got here on the docket before I have to love you and leave you, my friends. I think I've done most of the stuff on here. If you want to like the stream while you're here, that'd be greatly appreciated. Like the stream while you're here. Don't be lame. Like the stream. Like the stream. Like the stream. Let's actually pop in a little bit and see Wagwan with Kill Tony, because I think they're streaming live, aren't they? Or premiering their show live. Let's see Wagwan with Kill Tony for a bit. Let's see what's going on with Kill Tony before I bounce and leave you people. Who is it? Oh, it's Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson, Tyler Fisher, and Kim Kong Dong. Let's see what these guys are saying. Let's see. What's the DNC, brother? You're watching the DNC. What's the DNC, my friend? Is that the Democrat National Convention? You're watching that? Fair play. Fair play. Quite as tapped in with the politics and shit. What are they doing? Are they just talking about politics?
Where are you finding these? Sex with two virgins. Wow. That's just creepy. Where are you finding these virgins at?
Did they know it was happening?
What? Hassan is interviewing Obama. Are you lying? Is that a joke? Are you actually joking? Hassan Arbi is watching a bush.
Of course. That's why they had a bush. That's why he woke up in a bush.
Yeah. They probably think
true?
they were having sex with a virgin too.
In one occasion, yes.
Okay, you have a girlfriend now?
I do.
Where'd you meet her?
Chicago, actually on a trip out here. We were looking for places to live.
You said 2 places at once just then.
Well, we met out here, brought our love back to Chicago.
She lived in Chicago, and you met her out here?
Yeah, we met on a trip out
How
here.
did you meet out here?
Well, she is the sister of my buddy's girlfriend, and him and I were coming out here. His girlfriend came out. She came out too. We met.
Wow.
When are you gonna come out?
Yeah. Why don't you just cut out the middleman and start fucking your buddy? That's what it sounds like. It seems like this is where this is going. Luke, what's something that would surprise us about your life? You seem like a very, very, very white guy, as Kim said. What do you think's the most black thing about you?
Like in an African American sense, or like dark?
Let's go African American sense.
We could go both.
Yeah, let's do both.
He looks like he says the word more than Pat.
Only on Fridays. Only on Fridays. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What's the most African American thing about you, Luke?
I have a decent.
Hey yo, Uche, it's good, man. It's fine. I think people let their hate for Tony Hinchcliffe cloud it. If we're all addicted to all this fucking comedy podcast shit and none of it stuff is funny, we all have like 5 comedy podcasts that we kind of go to because they're funny, but for the majority of them, they're not funny. We hate watch most of them. At least Kill Tony is a couple of hours of people trying to be funny on stage. At least. And if they're not funny, they're funny because they're fucking horrible. But at least they're funny. At least you're getting an entertainment, a show that's like centered around entertaining its fans and not lecturing you about COVID or about politics or talking to you about fucking Trump and this and that. It's just a comedy show. You cannot like it, I understand, but at least they're trying to make you laugh. So I've never hated Kill Tony. Just find it kind of, a bit long to watch, but I've never hated it. I'm perfectly okay with Kill Tony. I think it gets unnecessary hate, mostly because of Tony Hinchcliffe being a bit maybe unlikable or whatever. But I think as a show, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
Decent size penis.
Wow, that's amazing. Terrible for a guy that loves fucking virgins, but good for you. Pushing deals across the line. Okay, what's the most Asian thing about you, Luke?
My math skills.
Oh, absolutely incredibly racist.
Do you measure your dick in millimeters? Is that why it's so big?
The European
200
system.
millimeters.
I love it. What does your girlfriend do?
She works in marketing.
Yo, bigger, which was that? I don't care about Tony. I used to be really hard to sit through the cringe. Yeah, the cringe is also. There was also like not to sound like a simp, but I remember feeling kind of uncomfortable. There used to be a period. I don't know if it's still the same, but there used to be a period where like maybe that's where some people like thought Tony was gay. He just go like super hard on the girls. A woman will come on, he would just unnecessarily just start bullying and being like really mean, almost to a point of like trying to make somebody cry. And I remember that's when I stopped kind of watching. I was like, this is a little bit like punching down shit. Do you know what I mean? They can't say what they want back to you. You cut them off. You tell them to get off the stage, but you could just keep ragging on them. It's like, this is not a fair fight. Do you know what I mean? I think that's when I stopped kind of watching it a little bit. That used to get on my nerves. Like, if you're going to tell the shit to them, let them say it back to you too. But Tony's a master at like telling people to fuck off and shit off the stage. But apart from that, when they're not harassing or bullying or taking a piss out of their guests and shit, or the people that attend the show or compete, it's usually quite fun. I don't mind it.
Man, everybody tonight. It's just finance, marketing, boring ass shit. It is incredible.
What about your parents?
My parents are doctors.
Ooh, what kind of doctors?
Psychologist and a physicist.
Wow.
There it is.
Amazing. Are they proud of you?
No.
Also, I need to understand the Kim Kong Dong hate, by the way. I need to understand the King Kong Dong hate, because I see there's a section of the fans who simp over her and think she's hot, and there's a certain section of the fans who absolutely hate her, and I can't understand either. She's a all right looking girl. I don't understand the crazy simping for her, and also don't understand people going extra hard and hating her. It's like she's just like I don't know. She doesn't even have any crazy hot takes. Her voice even isn't that annoying sounding wise. So I wonder what it is about her people actually hate. Because I read the Skanks Reddit, and people go in on Kim Kong Dong, man. They really don't like her. Like really, really don't like her. And I don't know why. I'd love to know. If you guys know in the stream chat while going with Kim Kong Dong, what's the lore about her? Why is she so hated within the Skanks universe?
How about when they see that sweet cock swinging around? All right. Well, Luke, congratulations. You got pulled out of the bucket. Fun times. When you go back to Chicago?
I live here.
Oh, you live here. Congratulations. Here's a little joke book.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
There
Appreciate
goes
it.
Luke Everett, everybody. Now. All right, we're getting there. This looks like a fun name. Looks like a new name. Make some noise for Frank Trandacosta. Trandacosta.
How you guys doing? Yeah? Cool. I just like asking that question, like, how you doing? Because most people will answer and they'll be like, I'm doing good, man. How are you? And I get to tell them, like, I'm doing great. So they like, no, I'm a better person than them. Right? I'm not. I'm just kidding. I'm not a better person. I'm just Asian. My mom's from Korea. She was adopted here when she was a baby. She was adopted because she was abandoned. She was abandoned because she sucks. Yeah. But I don't know what you know about Asians. We don't waste time on babies that suck or anything. We just throw them away or turn them into soup or something. I don't know. People ask me all the time, too. They're like, are you North Korean or South Korean? I'm like, you know how you know I'm South Korean? I look like I just ate 3 North Koreans, man. I'm packing heat. All right, thank you.
Okay, there you go. 50 seconds from Frank.
I knew he was gonna bomb. I knew he was gonna bomb from the moment he said, "How are you?" I knew he was gonna bomb from the moment he said, like, "What's up?" to the crowd. I knew he was gonna bomb from the moment he said that. I knew he was gonna bomb. Big up Jack Donaghy Jr. That's it for me. Big up. I don't blame you. That's it for me. Holy shit. That was hard to watch, man.
Trandacosta.
Thank you,
Hell
sir.
yeah. Jordan, what do you think about this guy?
I think he dresses from the shop in my hometown in northern Alberta.
Thank you.
It is. What ethnicity are you? I cannot wrap my head around it. So it's Korean.
South Korean.
South Korean, yeah.
And then my dad was Sicilian.
Sicilian.
I think he's Mexican with a concussion.
That's what it seems like.
Do you eat spaghetti with chopsticks?
No, I just.
That's a
good yes.
Sorry.
Totally.
You said your dad was Sicilian.
Yeah, he was a junkie, so he's sober now. He's gone.
Okay, he's sober and gone.
Yeah.
Big up Coilia. Honestly, that's so accurate. That's so accurate. It's like walking up to a girl and knowing it's going no after high. Yo, do you know how many times I've done that? where you know it's just it's the inflection of the high, it's the way your hands are, your face, like you just know. No, I'm not interested. I like it when sometimes I love it. The best turn downs are the ones that I like blunt. Like you say hi, they're like, no, I'm not interested. But they don't even look at you, they just keep walking. Those are the best ones. Those are the best, most humbling ones. Hey, no, I'm not interested. And then you have to decide in that moment whether you're going to pull their hair back and hit them over the head, whether you're just going to turn back around and go home. You have to decide which path you're going to go down. You know, crazy guy or gentleman, and just turn back around. Oh, that's where fucking supervillains are fucking made.
4 years. Yeah.
4 years what?
Sober and gone.
Sober and gone.
Yes.
Uche, it's like seeing a guy walking up to you. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Sorry, I got a headache now. It's like seeing a guy walking up to you and knowing it's going no before he even says hi. Exactly. Us guys, we're thinking it's the high that fucked us up. That's what we think as a guys, right? We think it's a high. We didn't really get the high right. There wasn't enough bass in our voice. We didn't sound confident. When the actual reality is, the girl made up her mind before you even said hi. You didn't stand a chance. Oh, pick up Uche and Koila, man. You guys are fucking hilarious.
Sir.
Oh, God.
So, was he a better father when he was on drugs?
He was a cooler dad for sure. Yeah, he was very cool.
So he was in your life on drugs, and then he got sober. He's like, I gotta get my shit together. Get away from this son of mine.
Nah, he was never not on drugs. He actually was the first person to give me heroin, so that was pretty. He told me it was coke in his defense.
Oh well, that.
Sorry, don't want to misrepresent the guy.
Are you taking clients, Jordan? All the time.
How old were you when he gave you heroin?
I was 19.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And you said that you thought it was coke. How old were you when he was giving you cocaine? Same age?
He never gave me cocaine. He just gave me heroin.
What?
Did he know that it was heroin and told you it was cocaine?
Oh yeah, that
Why
man.
do you think he would catfish you like that?
He was just so good at this.
Is there such a thing as that white heroin? Does that exist, or is he just waffling? Does white heroin exist? For those of you guys who do the whole H, does that exist? White heroin? I thought it was always brown or like a dark color. Yikes!
Disappointing everybody, including me. So he was like, "You want to feel great?" And I felt, thank you.
How did you feel?
I was throwing up, but I felt amazing.
Right. For how long?
Like 30. So like if you can do heroin and not ruin your life, it's awesome. Try it. It's pretty great. Sorry.
Was that it? Did you do it? You just did it once? And...
I did it for like a few weeks on and off, and then I got off the street and picked myself up on my bootstraps, Jordan. Got off them drugs. No, it's just boring.
What?
I don't do heroin anymore.
No, I understand. Why'd you stop? You said it was great. Why'd you stop?
Because it's not worth, living in a van and losing everything else to feel good for, 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie. He actually has a good backstory for a comedian. He actually has a way more interesting backstory and a reason to be a stand-up comedian than other people. Like I said, I like my fighters to be actual fighters in real life, and I like my comedians to be delinquents, addicts, pieces of shit. Like people that come from troubled upbringings and shit. That actually makes for better stand-up comedians. So he actually has a better backstory than most. So continue on, my friend.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Go.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why stand up?
I love stand-up. I grew up in a household where it was very clear that comedy and humor were like really accepted and celebrated.
Well, heroin was accepted.
Yeah, that too. So it was like heroin or comedy.
Open the door a little.
I figured this probably has a little bit more longevity.
Can you imagine them shooting up and like, no Louis C.K.?
Put on Hannah Gatsby.
What do you do for a living?
Right now, I work at Chili's on 45th and Lamar.
Wow,
Yeah,
look at
yeah,
that. Very
thank you.
specific. What
Thank you.
exactly are you doing at the Chili?
Kim Kondong isn't very funny, is she? Is that why people don't like her? She's aggressively unfunny, isn't it? So far. I know I've only heard little quips of her so far, but I was like, you should probably just not talk.
I'm a server. I'm a server there, so I just
Amazing.
run people their food.
How long you been doing that?
Since I moved here in February. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you charm your customers?
No, it's hard to do that looking like me. I look like Gangnam Style got out of prison, so I don't try or anything.
That's a good joke. That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a
And
good one.
what's your love life like?
I mean, not fantastic now. You know.
When you say now, what does that mean? That it once was?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend before I moved here, and now I don't.
What happened with her?
I lived in Illinois at the time, and
what is
she
going
was from
on?
She was from San
Illinois
Francisco.
people tonight.
And she wanted to move, or San Diego, and she wanted to move back home, so we split up.
Wow. When's the last time you talked to her?
Like last year. So.
And
Let's
that's
call
when
her.
you broke up?
Yeah.
Let's call her.
Let's call her. No, that's okay. We don't have to do that.
Why'd
Every
you
black
move
strippers
to
aren't
Austin?
fun. Huh?
Why'd you move to Austin?
Because I love comedy. I just wanted to be around it, be somewhere. Because I'm from Peoria, so there's nothing. So like maybe jukebox, but there's not a lot
I think Peoria is famous for nothing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is famous for great stand-up comedians.
Yo, big up Steven Castaneda. She's been told she's funny by guys trying to smash No Doubt. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think everything has to I don't think everything has to be reduced to just the fucking thing though, because there's enough unfunny comedians. People just exist because they're just there. I don't think it's just because they want to fuck. There's so many unfunny comedians. They're just, like attracts like, It probably isn't even fucking. It's just why not, She's there. She wants to hang. Whatever. But she doesn't really seem that funny. I don't know if I could put myself. Oh, actually, I might have to do that. I might have to do that for the launch of Random Show Channel. I might have to react to one of her specials. Actually, that'll be a good challenge. That will be a good challenge. How long could I watch that special without bailing? That might be. I might have to do that. I might have to react to Kim Kondong's comedy special and put that on the Random Show Channel. Yeah, that'll be my new challenge. That one. That'll be my new challenge.
Richard Pryor, Kinnison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison.
She fucking sucks. She learned comedy from Louis. Also, that's why you keep mentioning Louis J. Gomez. They used to date, right? Now I get now I understand why the Skanks fans don't like her. Now it's all making sense. So the Skank fans probably don't like Kim because her and Louis used to date. So I guess they probably think she's only around because Louis fucks or Louis used to fuck. But she's not funny and she's annoying. Okay, I get it. I'm understanding now.
Listen, not you.
Not me.
So Frank, what are some goals? What are you looking forward to here?
I want to be able to someday at least live off of doing what I love. So I'll be serving tables for a while, but I'll
You making
keep
good
working
money
on it.
at Chili's?
Yeah, sure. not crazy amounts, but I'm getting by.
All right. What's
How do you work on your comedy? What do you do to
Come on, say something, man. Do something. She's just sitting there. No, do something. Come on. Do you work? Come on. She's letting Jordan Peterson, who's not the comedian, do all the heavy lifting, and this guy that does the good impressions. These guys are doing more of the heavy. She's just there, come on, man. Do something, Kim. Come on.
I try to dedicate time every day to writing.
How much
and
time?
At least 10, 20 minutes. Even if I can't do that, I'll try and jot something down. If I can't, I at least go over old material and find stuff that I can work on at least.
Think you're dedicated enough, or should you do more than that?
You know what? Probably not enough. I work at Chili's. I should quit my job.
Well, not necessarily, but
I mean, there's a lot of greats that worked at Chili's and focused on their dreams for 10 to 20 minutes a day. I believe that's how Kobe got so good at basketball at one point. They talk about that 10 to 20 minutes a day. Frank, have you ever performed other things on a stage? You a performer at all? Yeah.
I was a musical theater major the first time I went to school, and then I had done theater throughout high school.
Okay.
I do a lot of music.
Anything that we would recognize, like any plays that are famous or anything?
The last musical I got a part in was School of Rock, but I ended up dropping out of that musical because I couldn't maintain the rehearsals and everything.
He should be a comedian, man. How do you drop out of School of Rock? Isn't that meant to be fun? Isn't School of Rock meant to be fun? Isn't that with the guy, the big that's that guy, no? What's his name? Isn't that meant to be like a fun thing? You're meant to do that and you're meant to be excited. How are you skipping rehearsals for School of Rock? How are you not able to keep up with rehearsals? Like, why? This guy is useless, isn't it? Yeah, doesn't Jack Black? This guy's useless. How you?
Longer than 20 minutes.
You could be in Cats without the costume. You just show up.
Yeah. That is true. I see some whiskers there.
Mr. Mistopheles.
Do you remember any of your big lines or anything like that from any of those?
No.
Okay,
I remember songs, but that's about it.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir.
What song do you remember? Redman has been trying to get this.
I'm just gonna switch it to live to premiere because I can't be bothered. This guy's boring me to death. I'm sorry.
It's been a comical evening, you know, and it's like, well, I was gonna try to be funny, but it's like, well, it depends what the meaning of funny is. It's like, forgot to clean my damn room, you know. Like, well, on the way here, I fingered a cat, you know. It's like, so anyways, well, I'm single, you know. It's like, I'm a tiny guy, height challenged, you know. The damn feminists make you put your height on Tinder. I had to change my damn height to millimeters to trick them. It's like, well, you know, I look like I'm damn 37 from the front. From the back, I could be 12. It's like I'm what's known as a pedophile's worst nightmare. It's like, yeah. It's like Nishi warned about that, you know. It's like catching pedophiles all day in the playground, just playing around, you know. Wait, you know, gotcha, you know, gotcha. Just like Kathy Newman. I got that feminist cunt. I got her. It's like, so, well, I work for the Daily Wire now, so I'm required to say that this impression was brought to you by ExpressVPN. Use code LOBSTER for 10% off. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. Jordan Peterson, one of my fucking heroes.
No, that was incredible. That was incredible. Yeah, big up Koila. Exactly. What impression did you do, by the way? What was it? You know, he didn't get to do it. Was it RFK Jr., wasn't it? He suggested he would do an RFK Jr. impression, and Rogan shut that down before he could utter a syllable. That's my friend. Rogan was so angry. That's my friend.
Clean my room.
Jordan, what did you think about Jordan Peterson?
I'd listen to him. He's got a great tailor. I'll tell him that.
I need help, man. You got to help me.
That is an amazing jacket. Where do you get a jacket like that from?
Well, this insane Russian character named Dmitri sent me a suit list a year or 2 years ago and told me he'd make me a suit for each of my rules. And so that's 12, damn it, you know? Yeah. And I realized if you want to look smart, just look like you're getting gum off your fingers, you know? That's how you conjure ideas out of nothingness. Yeah. How do I get pussy? Do I just...
How about a hand for the great Tyler Fisher, everybody?
Jordan Peterson.
Thank God. Some funniness, some humor, some jokes. oh, that guy's impressions are so good. Not only the impressions, also the jokes. It's similar to Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis's Trump is amazing, but he's also funny, which is, I guess, harder to do because you're doing the impression and you're also trying to be funny, like tell a joke. Like, honestly, bro, this guy's good, man. This guy's fucking good.
And with that, there's only one place to go from here. We have one final comedian. He is an absolute thunderstorm of chaos. You know him as the Memphis Strangler, the Vanilla Gorilla, the Tijuana Tarantula, the Detroit Dingleberry. This is indeed the Big Red Machine, the one and only William Montgomery, everybody.
So I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The bad news is Kamala Harris is now running for president. The good news, Maya Rudolph about to be back on SNL, y'all. For the visually impaired, Kamala Harris looks like an Indian woman who got her hair did. That's a pretty good one, I think. Okay. But seriously, Joe Biden is abandoning the race just like he abandoned his granddaughter Hunter fathered with the stripper. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have a lot in common. For one, they've both taken shots to the face. Okay, that's my time. I was wondering how all of those would go.
William Montgomery.
Ugh, that wasn't good, innit? That wasn't good, bro. That wasn't good at all. That wasn't good at all.
Welcome back, William.
So nice to be here, Tony. And I am currently on an hour and a half of sleep. I was in Miami. I got mixed up in the planes going, not flying on Friday, and I had to do a show on Sunday. And I slept an hour and a half last night, Tony. I am just so exhausted, and my throat is hurting right now.
That's
Scott,
a new thing. That is we've been hearing a lot about this. Your throat hurting. You've been overworked. Did you make all your shows with the flights being canceled and whatnot?
Hold on. Scott Peterson?
No, it's not Scott Peterson.
Oh!
William.
I was wondering how you got Scott Peterson. I thought he was in prison.
No, it's
Oh!
not Scott Peterson. William.
Oh! But yes, I was able to.
I don't get this. I don't get this man's humor. Maybe I'm not like funny enough. Maybe I'm not educated enough. I'm not cultured enough. But this guy kind of sucks, man. And he's kind of killing the mood.
I was able to make the flights on Saturday, but then I had to do a show on Sunday, and now my voice is killing me, and I'm exhausted.
So did you miss Friday's shows?
I had to miss Friday's shows.
This is like a new thing that's been happening with you, where you don't make your first night of shows.
Well, this was, I don't remember what the event was called, but this is a very special event where it wasn't actually my fault, Tony. So that's how that works. But it actually was kind of strange. I was actually getting high on my couch, and my father, Larry, we're always texting, and he texts me these two very long text messages, and I read the first line of the first text message, and it says, "William, I know you're just sitting on the couch getting high," and then I set it down. So there's no.
He has that thing. I don't know if this is a good way to describe him, but it's kind of annoying where like he's like to himself, he's the most interesting man in the world. Like he's fascinated by himself. Like he makes himself hard, if it makes sense. Like he gets off on like, you know, like he's not laughing along to his jokes a lot, but you can see it in how he's talking. And the meandering and the like, you know, unnecessary details on it. You didn't ask, you know, he's adding bits to the story you never asked him about. Clearly because, oh yeah, you clearly want to know about this. It's just like he's definitely the kind of person at work you would not want to be caught at the bar with. You know what I mean? You definitely want to avoid not going on lunch break with him because Jesus Christ, man, unbearable. Like Jesus. Won't let you get a word in edgeways, and also just like, yeah, not really funny.
Much story. I was scared to read the rest of it.
Was he right?
Yes, I was high on the couch. But I don't know, Tony. Yeah, maybe I need to start going to the places early. I don't know. I don't really want to do that.
And I'm sure I've seen him before, and he's been funny. Maybe I have to call him off on. Maybe it's an off day. I'm sure I've seen a clip of him where he's actually funny. I'm not too sure what's happening here. Is he? I don't know. Has he got more famous now? He's acting like this. I'm sure I've seen a clip of him and he's actually funny. Or maybe it was someone else. I don't know.
Really, I don't really want to go to these places a fucking day before. I just don't want to.
Right. Do you keep taking like the last flight to these places? Is that the one that you book so that you can get sleep?
Yeah, this last one maybe was one in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
Pick up Andy Ward. I don't think you're the target audience for this guy. Try David Lucas. Fuck you, you cunt. Fuck you. Maybe try. Or who's the other guy that just screams nigga, 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 nigga? Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy on Kill Tony that just screams nigga? He's super unfunny. He just talks really loudly and really ghetto. Who's that guy? That guy's awful, man. He's fucking awful. He's literally he's like their ghetto black friend. He just gets up on stage and just says rough words. People are like, oh. So.
Have you ever thought about going to a professional development class?
Yeah, that's the one, Coiler. Cam Patterson. He's awful. He's not funny at all. I don't get that sense of. I don't get that. That's the type of stand-up that only works with white people. For sure, he's that type of it's like, what kind of comedy is that? It's like, it's not even funny. You just tell you this like a crazy story. Okay, it's so weird. Yeah.
No, is that funny? Is that what y'all are laughing? What the fuck? No, I need help, Tony. I need help. I mean,
Dude,
this is
you
a
need
cry
to book
for
the
help.
earliest flight to places so that if things go wrong, you can have backup plans.
Okay.
Especially now that you're here in Austin, where there's not quite as many flights as LA.
Okay, I'll start doing it. I gotta work.
Is there such a thing as like a disciplined comedian?
No.
No,
No, not really.
No, there's like disciplined accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm with you on the missed flights, I'd say.
What do you mean, or what does that mean? Or what do you mean? I think you were getting my back. I think. I was trying to understand what you were saying, though. What are you saying? You miss flights too sometimes?
I'm just trying to offer you some understanding. No, I don't ever miss flights.
You don't?
No, he would never. He would never miss a fucking flight. But meanwhile, you've missed your last 2 weekends. Isn't that correct? At least two
Yeah,
in
but
the
only
last-
one. Only the shows on Friday I missed. But I
Right.
made it up. It's okay.
Don't you think it's weird to travel to a city to make half as much money as you could if you made the?
Well, it was so funny, Tony. I made the same amount of money as I did in Vancouver, Canada, with 5 sold-out shows in Vancouver, and I made the same amount of money doing 3 shows in Miami, just because of the taxes and everything.
Right.
Plus, we also try to make our dollar not worth anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're quite good
Do you
at that,
like
Canada.
what's it, Trudeau? Are you a Justin Trudeau fan?
That's good.
Is your Canadian art?
That's good. That's a good one. Are you a Justin Trudeau fan? That's a good one.
I like him the same way I like Gavin Newsom. Roasted over a spit.
Oh. Yeah.
Amazing. Tyler Fisher.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen much of your stuff. You kind of look like Louis C.K. when he went into hiding. I like that.
Yo, I like him. I like him a lot. I like this man a lot. I'm your biggest fan. I like he looked like when Louis C.K. went into hiding. Wow.
Yeah, you're funny though.
He does look like he took a flight and it crashed, and then he fucked a volleyball for like 3 years, and then came back to Austin.
It's like a flight
Hold on,
risk.
Tyler. I'm just a little curious. Can you stand up for a second?
Oh my God. Oh shit. What is going on?
Everybody knows you're fucking 4'7", dude. Don't talk about my fucking whatever the fuck you just said, dude. You're a tiny little short guy.
Yeah, I know, but I go up
That
on
must
women.
be fun
it's easy.
being so short. You could probably have fun with people being so short, such a little guy.
Be nice,
You're
William.
a cute little guy. Look at you.
Thank you.
You really are a sweet, cute little guy with those blue eyes. Look at you. With small little fingers and small little arms and a small little body. You're sweet looking.
William, what are you passionate about this week? What are you excited about?
I don't know. I mean, my fucking voice is going and I'm literally fucking on edge, Tony, but I'm...
Is he gay? That'd be quite fun. Is he gay? Or is it just like a southerner thing? He's giving zesty, isn't it? Is he gay though? That would be quite fun if he was. Especially within that group of people.
Never gonna. I'm probably never gonna stop going the flights the day of the shows. I think we're gonna keep doing that, but maybe I'll change it. I don't know. Maybe I'll switch it up.
Yeah, that might be a good thing. But I bet a lot of people are going to buy your Saturday tickets from now on, listening to these last couple shows that you've done, realizing that you have a new weird habit of missing the Fridays.
Yeah, don't get tickets for any of my Friday shows. If you happen to be watching this, yes, do not buy tickets for Friday shows.
That's exciting, though. It's exciting for the people that buy tickets for Friday shows, and then they show up, and you're there. It's like, whoa, he never does this.
I know. Well, I'm figuring it out, Tony.
I love it. It's an exciting thing.
Big up the drifter. William Montgomery is the funniest of the Kill Tony regulars, which ain't saying much, for sure, my friend. Don Dotter, he sounds like he never got beat up, even though he deserves it the most. That's a perfect way to describe somebody. And look at the face as well. That's a perfect pause on that, isn't it? Look at that face. That's the perfect pause.
You're a very, very exciting, neurotic, special man, William Montgomery. A very, very special boy.
Well, I'm happy I made it. It was very nice to be here today.
Everybody loves you. Kill Tony, Hall of Famer, legend. Anything else we need to know, William? What else is going on?
I think the worms are out of Gator's butt, my dog's butt. I think the worms have.
Your dog had worms?
Yes.
And what did you do to take care of that situation?
What? The drifter? He sounds gay because of the accent, the same way how Brits sound gay to Yanks. What? So I sound gay to you? Hold on, that did sound a bit sassy, isn't it? I sound gay to you. Wow. I just heard myself. I got all sassy and shit. I sound gay to you. Okay, the drifter, you won that one. You won that exchange. Well done. You proved your point. You proved your point.
Situation.
Just gave her a pill. Just gave her a pill, and I think it worked.
Okay.
You know who I quite liked as a regular though, but she's gone now, innit? I thought that girl was pretty good. That girl that everyone said that Rogan was fucking. She was a Kill Tony regular for a bit, and I thought she was really funny. She'd always do like, you know, new. I guess it's part of the reason you do like new material every time you go on stage. I thought she was pretty good as a regular, but then she, I don't know what happened. She kind of like. I wonder what happened there. Did she fall out with the guys? Did her time end? I thought she was pretty good. She had a pretty good run. I forgot her name. The young girl. She was on thingy. She was on Rogan a lot. Yeah, that's it. Ali Makovsky. She was a regular on Kill Tony, no? I remember seeing her on Kill Tony and shit. I thought she was really funny.
Yeah.
Does your dog comb over to you when you call its name?
Yes, she does. Oh, we love each other. Yes.
Yeah. She combs over all the time?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Red Band.
Yeah, no, you're very nice to Red Band tonight. What's going on?
I don't know. I feel totally out of sorts. I'm not even kidding. I slept an hour last night. I feel totally fucking exhausted.
But didn't
People
you
are going to stop coming to my Friday shows now. I'm starting to stress out about that. Everybody's going to stop buying tickets for my shows.
You're
on
already
Friday.
stressed out about it?
I'm already stressed out about it. I'm already thinking.
We
I'm
just
not gonna be able to-
acknowledged it 3.5 minutes ago. You're
already
stressed?
stressing. You know me, Tony. You know I live a life filled with stress. I don't know how to turn it off.
Really is.
Didn't they used to like quickly run through this stuff? Why are they staying so long on this talking stuff? When I used to watch it used to feel like they used to like, okay, quickly, okay, you have to go, and they just run through it. Do they like do this on purpose? Do they do this on purpose to avoid pulling name out of the hats? Because people might be terrible. Is that what they're doing now? Stretching out the fucking question segments so they don't have to pull, or they don't have to end up with like a crazy on stage.
True. This is a fun fact about William. There's so many things that are exaggerated and wild about William, but he really is very stressed, very concerned about
Very
things.
stressed, not really happy.
Yeah.
But I'm working on it. But yeah, not really even that happy, but just kind of stressed.
But what's wild is your little brother.
Thank you, dumbass.
Selden.
The one fucking weird little laugh when I'm saying I'm not happy. Thanks for laughing at that, you fucking idiot. If I kill myself tonight, you know it's because of you, you fucking idiot.
Your little brother Selden works here at the mothership. We've met him before. I
know.
He's been on the show with you, and he's always happy. And what's
Yeah.
interesting is that he's a big drinker. He shotguns White Claws and other very interesting beverages, and he's always happy. And how long have you been sober?
3 years, a little over 3 years now.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's fine. My life's boring, but it's okay.
How many? Tell the people how many club sodas you drink a night to replace your drinking habit.
God, I don't know. In Miami, I was fucking out on the beaches with them. I was drinking. I was honest, I don't know. I drink 10, 15.
Yeah.
On
That's
Friday night or Saturday night.
On the low end, right? Yeah.
We're still
I love
going.
it.
We're still
Yeah,
going.
you do.
I love it.
That's surprising. He seems well less hydrated than that.
Yeah.
Do you have like an official diagnosis? Do you have like an official, you see a therapist, or is there like someone you talk to about the not getting up for shows and stuff?
Was somebody talking? Was I hearing some woman talking up here? I'm not talking to any fucking bitches up here tonight. I'm sorry. I'm really not. I'm really not in the mood.
Oh, you piece
I already
of shit.
talked to the little short guy who seems very sweet. I didn't want to really talk to him.
Well, watch it, Bucko.
Yeah, what are you saying?
I've never seen such a great battle between two college football mascots before. This is incredible.
We should work together.
Make some noise for the great William Montgomery, ladies and gentlemen. We did it again. Jordan Peterson, everybody. Come on. We Who Wrestle with God, November 12th this year. The new book is out. The Peterson Academy is just taking off. Truly, the new best online university in the world, led by the great Jordan Peterson. How about a hand for Tyler Fisher, everybody? The election special out now on his YouTube. He's on tour. TylerFisher.com. That's Fischer. The Kim Congdon Takeover, the new podcast by Kill Tony legend Kim Congdon, everybody. Thank you to ExpressVPN and Shopify.
Is she Hispanic? She kind of looks Indian, isn't it? Racially, she kind of looks Indian. Or like Bangladeshi or something, no? I feel like I've seen her on Brick Lane somewhere, or in East Ham. She's Hispanic, but she kind of looks a little bit Indian-y, no?
Everybody. Thank you to ExpressVPN and Shopify. The drawing from Ryan J.E. belt is in. It is amazing. Red Band.
Check out the...
Anyway, that's it basically. Fine, cool. I might have to start doing reactions of this on the Random Show channel. Maybe I'll start doing Kill Tony reactions on the Random Show channel and watching them live when they premiere. They're a bit late when they premiere, innit? But we'll see. Well say. But I think that's it, my friends. I think that's it for now, man. I think that's it. Oh, she's Puerto Rican. Okay, she's from Puerto Rico. She's from Puerto Rico, like my favorite musician and artist, Bad Bunny. She's from Puerto Rico, like Bad Bunny. Okay, cool. Puerto Rico with the double-digit IQ. Yeah. Oh, mate. Kim Kong Do. Yeah. I don't know. I sometimes will check the Skanks Reddit from time to time, and I'll just see her just getting like pelters from people like, "Well, go on for this." I see people simping, and then again I look at her. She's probably got a fan. She's a cute girl, I guess, but I can't understand the over simping for her, and also can't understand the excessive hate. It seems a little bit. Both ends seem a bit much, to be fair. But I guess I haven't really been plugged in. I'm sure if I watch enough of her content, I'll realize probably why. But we'll see. College looks Indonesian. Yeah, she definitely doesn't look Puerto Rican, that's for sure. Maybe she looks somewhere in between Bangladesh and Indonesia, wherever that country is. What's in between from Bangladesh and Indonesia? I don't know. Like what? Georgia or something. I don't know what's in between those two countries, but whatever it is, that's what she's probably from. Anyways. Thank you for joining in, my friends, or thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you subscribe to the Random Show channel. Link is in the description. Okay, subscribe to the Random Show channel. I'm going to put it in the chat again one more time for those of you who are not on there. Subscribe on there, and then make sure you're there so that when I start that 281, you can be there with me. Okay, so make sure you do that. Okay, whoops, wrong clip, but yeah, that's the one there. Okay, so make sure you do that. That'd be greatly appreciated. Please make sure you do that. And yeah, man, that's about it really. Nothing else to be said. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Like the stream the like. It's been amazing having you on this Agostinho channel for the Random Show, but we're going to be moving to the Random Show channel and doing all the streams on there. Make sure you subscribe on there. All the live streams will be going up on there. Will be a fun time. I'll also be making sure I do fucking timestamps on there, because I haven't been doing them on here because I've been fucking lazy. So timestamps will be done on there too after the show, and clips will be going up all on there as well from 281 onwards. Okay, 281 onwards, we're all going to be on there. Make sure you tune in, don't delay. But I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Like the stream down below, and I'll see you all again very soon. I don't think there's a T-Fat K episode, unfortunately. From what I read online, there's no new T-Fat K because Brian Callen's on vacation. I think he actually is on vacation. I'm pretty sure he's not here. I think he's in Ohio last time I saw. Let's see if I can find it. Where is it? I think last time I saw he was in Ohio somewhere. So I don't think there's any new T-Fat K, unfortunately. So we're not going to be getting that anytime soon, okay? But apart from that, thank you for tuning in, people. Love and light. And I'll see you guys again very, very soon, okay? Cool. Coolio. No, Uche thinking I'm mistaken Ohio for Hawaii. I'm definitely getting redacted, mate. Listen to fucking Brendan. I get my Ohio and Hawaii mixed up all the time. Easy mistake to make. Hawaii is Ohio with some salsa on the top. No. Whatever he is, he's not here. Whatever he is not here. Wherever he is not here. But big up everybody. Appreciate all of you, man. I'll take care. See you soon, man. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Peace out, my friends. Peace.